You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. You're all I want. Back in the day, complications never wore my patience. I was always ready to play. Why face the day in the sunshine in LA? We hit the beach and rode the waves. I lost my balance, I was faded. I was trapped and wrapped up in a scene that was never really me. Plastic lights and starry eyes, and all the freaks were left outside. So I'd look in and wonder why. Where was mine? I couldn't find it. But you're all I've got. You're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like a struggle to catch up. And I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. Time to walk away, trade my sunshine in for rain. Same old ways in a different place, but something's changing. I wanted answers and direction. What I got was second guessing, hesitation, no sensation, just more questions. Nothing to blame for being stuck inside this frame of mind. If I can find my way, who I am, what I want, where I'm going, where I was, it's not up to you. I wish there was something you could do, but you're not me, so you can be my answers, because you're all I've got. And you're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like I've struggled to catch up. But I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. You're all I want. to what
Hey, 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 hey. Yo!
so I can see.
What are we doing? Friday night, people!
Chase the days away. Yeah, away. Why listen to what they say? Save yourself for another day. This one's coming, it's gone to the wind
Again! Yeah, again! Elf, let's go, baby! Seriously, I don't get too excited in November! Just listen and make amends. You've been down for as long as you've ever been. This way's up, but you're down again. It's just like you to pull off what you thought you couldn't think today. The lost stranger, the wonder familiar face, broken hearts made of pieces that shake. I've had one too many of them. So now you pretend. Yo. Just like snow castles, all we drift to the edge. Just like snow castles, all we drift to the edge. Just like snow castles, all we drift to the edge. Just like snow castles, oh, we drift to the edge. Yeah, to the edge. Oh, we drift to the edge. Oh, we drift. Oh, to the edge. Oh, 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 to the edge, to the edge. Yeah. To the edge, to the edge, to the edge.
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Dude, that was all right. Dude, there was a vibe there for a minute. Let's go. All right. Yeah, it's a good tune. I wish I could. Oh shit, sorry. I wish I could have sung that good, like back in those days. You know, I could not hold those fucking notes, like especially not live. Like now, oh my God, dude. You know, I didn't learn, unfortunately though, I did not learn how to sing until I moved to Portland. It was once I moved to Portland that I fucking learned how to sing, right? Oh shit, boss. But here we are. Dude, what a fucking day, bro. Crazy day. Again, weekend, Friday night. Dude, Elf, thank you, boss.
Tiggle
Dude, Elf dropping the tiggles. Dude, Elf's worried I'm going to have a heart attack, right? Because of my rambunctious nature. But don't worry, dude, Elf, I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm spirited. I'm a former cocaine addict. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot to give this guy a heart attack. Trust. But, so yeah, today though was pretty wild, guys. Because, like, Abdul El-Sayed, it has broken people's brains. He really fucking has, guys. This is crazy shit. I mean, I'm just going to give you a brief overview, okay? So we are going to look at Abdul El-Sayed, his speech. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw some of his speech. Guys, he's really good at it. He really is. He's really good. He's going to win Michigan, guys. He is going to win fucking Michigan, guys. He is. He is going to win Michigan. I like, he's got the vibe, dude. He has got the fucking vibe, man. When he goes out, there are people who have it. El-Sayed, Ossoff, Obama, right? There are just people who fucking, you see them up there and they're like, man, they have it. AOC, he does make contact with the ball. Okay? And what's more, guys, he's aggressive. Okay? And not to put down like Haley Stevens, but Haley Stevens was like the lovable, aw shucks, you know, whatever, George W. Bush kind of person. But Abdul El-Sayed, it can be ruthless. And right now, we need some ruthless. We don't need a bumpkin. We need fucking ruthless. I want ruthless. Okay? I do. I want aggressive, progressive, ruthless for the toothless MAGA motherfuckers. Right? We're taking ruthless to toothless. Right? That's what we're going to do. So that I am excited about. But number two, guys, is the Democratic Party is breaking itself. They're behaving like assholes. Not all of them, okay? You may have noticed everybody's getting on board. Haley's on board. Gretch is on board. Fucking Mallory McMorrow's on board. Kamala Harris is on board. Kamala. And I believe she even mentioned something about ruthlessness too. Kamala Harris endorsed him. Okay, she's on board. We have, right? I mean, I'm waiting for Obama to get in there. Now there you can see the energy forming, okay? Even Schumer and Gillibrand were fucking, right? They're on board. Now, you say Obama ain't gonna get in there? Dude, I think he might. Dude, Pod Save America cast are all on board. Let's go! Dude, I don't even like those guys, but I love that they're on board. I don't hate them, but I love that they're on board. Dude, thank you, Elf. Dude, thank you for being the fucking quarterback, boss. We fucking love to see it, dude. But now, but there's other shit, right? Third Way is announcing that they're spending money against the DSA, which is a bad look, guys. And Third Way, there's a thread we'll look at. Dude, Third Way is a bunch of financial, like Wall Street capitalist pieces of shit, okay? I shit you not. Okay, so you have the Third Way shit going on. Then you also have people like appearing to do online smear campaigns. Like, I suspect that there are some women people online that are getting paid to try and drum up like El-Sayed's fan base are abusers kind of mentality. And I think, guys, you ready? I think the centrist Dems are spending way too much time focusing on Hasan Piker. I think, you know, and what's crazy about this, guys, is them focusing on Hasan doesn't even, it like takes the heat off Abdul El-Sayed, right? It's like, it's almost like brilliant. Hasan can be the fucking target that takes all of their arrows, and El-Sayed just gets to walk in and be the fucking candidate. It's really crazy. Like, they are fucking themselves up so bad. And now David Hogg is speaking up, and the moderates are attacking David Hogg. And guys, Hillary Clinton, we're going to rip her a little new one, guys. She's getting some smoke tonight, okay? Because she did this thing about, oh, you got to watch the communism tag. Yo, Hillary! They fucking called Kamala Harris a communist. Yo, numbnuts. Yo, get Bill off Epstein Island and quit trying to lose Michigan. You lost Michigan, Hillary. You don't know how to win Michigan. Okay, so don't fucking come and tell us about like Michigan. All right, I'm sorry. We're not listening to you. You didn't make Bernie a VP. Sit the fuck down. Okay, and you know, I voted for Hillary. I voted for her in the primary, but like that ship has sailed, guys. She needs to opt out. She made too many mistakes. Okay. In fact, there's a Wisconsin congressman who called out Hillary and Neera Tanden today. And we're going to look at that too. So we're going to look at the entirety of this. Dude, Laura Loomer is broken. I think Laura Loomer is like going to end up institutionalized at the end of this. We're going to look at Laura Loomer. She's having a breakdown. We are going to look at Trump. Trump lost his base. Dude, Trump is in serious fucking trouble. And then for some laughs, we're going to go over and we're going to look at Cenk Uygur, because Cenk Uygur, the whole world now realizes that Cenk Uygur is getting ready to have TYT endorsed Tucker Carlson. Oh, so dude, we have a jam-packed program tonight. All right? Jam fucking packed, dude. Oh my God. All right, let me crack an energy drink and then we're gonna dig into this. Ah. All right, let's go. Dude, yeah, Capital One banned Trump. Dude, Trump's BBC lawsuit is blowing up in front of him. You think her money is drying up? Laura Loomer? Dude, Laura Loomer, I don't know what it is. The facial reconstruction therapy, something's drying up. I mean, I will say this though, guys, is the DSA and the progressives are definitely gaining power, and the Democratic Party is like not playing it right. Some people are, okay? Some people are. I believe it or not, guys, I'm watching Kamala Harris very carefully right now. I am, because she appears to see the tea leaves, and I don't know if she's doing it genuinely to be helpful or what her thing is. But I had high hopes for Kamala Harris, and I did. Guys, she's a powerhouse, okay? I know a lot of people are mad at her for 2024 and this, that, and the other, and not speaking out about Gaza and all that, but she is a powerhouse, and I'm going to give her space to evolve, okay? Because I've always loved her, and I've always loved her fight. And you know, she may have had to go down the wrong path to find the right path. So I'm enjoying her getting out there and fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying her getting out there and fucking swinging, okay? You know what I'm saying? She should have won. She should have won. But it's okay. It's okay, guys, because she's on board, okay? She was a leader. She wouldn't have disappeared. Nah, see, that's not fair, boss. People, you got to understand, if Kamala Harris didn't disappear everyone would have been, why are you still fucking here? Like she needed to process her shit. There's no right way to do that, okay? There's no right way to do that, but she is a powerhouse, guys. She did not get into the Senate. She did not get into the Attorney General chair in California as a black fucking woman without being fucking crafty, dude, and without being powerful, okay? She did not get put into office like Ivanka Trump did, okay? So don't fucking sleep on her. She's a powerful ally. No matter what happens, man, I think she's a powerful ally on the team. Whatever Harris does, but she might be the dark horse this year. Let's go. I just think, guys, for me, all the allies. I want Hasan. I want El-Sayed. I want Kamala. I want Zoran. I want AOC. I want Bernie, right? I want them all, dude. I want Bashir. I want everybody on the squad. All hands on deck. 𝗙𝗏𝗏, I'll take Newsom, Shapiro, the whole goddamn party, dude. I don't fucking care. I want Ossoff. Yes, every big Dem with a name and a following. I want them all like hands in, fucking saying like, fuck MAGA up, go, right? I am not fucking turning anyone away who is willing to embrace the coalition. As long as they're not being these snotty fucking third way fucking, AIPAC, like trying to sabotage, okay? As long as they're not trying to sabotage, as long as they're going out and getting up at the lectern with El-Sayed and all the other candidates, they're in. Okay, that's it. You get up on the lectern, you bring your fans, you bring your energy, you bring your passion for everybody, the DSA people, the progressive people, the middle of the roads. If you do that, you're on the squad. I don't fucking care, okay? I am not going to turn somebody away because I'm upset as long as they're on the squad. Now, the people like Neera Tanden that are crying about electability and just moaning all day, fuck her, okay? Neera Tanden can go fucking bounce. But everybody who is getting on the fucking platform with El-Sayed and Mamdani and them, I'm in, okay? I'm in, all right? I am. And I will let them all in because I feel like we need everybody, guys, right? We need every non-AIPAC, exactly. Everybody who is willing to stand behind the Medicare for all, the stop the funding to the Middle East, and let's get some fucking education and wages in the house and break up the oligarchy. Every single one of those people, I am okay with. I will forgive it all. It's an election year, okay? I don't fucking care. Bring them all on, all right? I'm in it. Okay? And guys, I've always loved Kamala too. I've always had a soft spot for her. I thought she was a shark in the Senate. She was a killer. Okay? You know what I'm saying? She was a killer, dude. I would love to have her on my legal team. Let me just put it to you that way. Dude, let's go. Tallarico had a great quote. The billionaires see us all as one single opposing side to them, so we might as well start acting like it. Oh, that's brilliant. Dude, Zach Baker said, here you go, punk. Fuck you. Bye-bye. Let's go. We love it. Dude, let's go. All right. First things first, dance party goal. We're going to get the dance going. We got people that are hungry for dance. Dude, guys, I have never been more excited. I'm serious. I have never been more excited, guys. I have not ever been more excited. And guys, I think the Kamala Harris endorsement of Abdul El-Sayed is like huge, guys. Okay? Is huge. Okay? Because the AIPAC people, the third way people, they're trying to break the racial demographics of the fucking people that want to win, that want to beat MAGA. They're trying to play the race card inside the Democratic Party to say El-Sayed's a racist, Hasan's a racist, Mamdani's a racist, they're anti-Semitic, right? They're trying to split the Jews and the blacks and the whites and the whatevers, right? The men, the women, they're trying to split us all up in the Democratic Party. The AIPAC motherfuckers are. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck them, bro. I feel like the Kamala endorsement was big, dude. I want Obama. I want to see Obama up there, guys. I want to see Obama up there. All right? Dude, Banff dance. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Dude, Pinky Parker, let's go. Dude, fuck the separators. I agree. Dude, let's go. All right, you ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Okay, here we go. Let's start with Trump. Okay? We're gonna start with Trump because he is a piece of shit. And guys, dude, he is struggling. I don't know if you saw the new Harry Enton clip, but can I just tell you, this shit is not good, okay? This shit is not good for Trump, guys. Look at this, okay? This is Pinky. Let's go. Dude, this... I saw this and I'm like, oh my God. Because think about what MAGA's doing right now. You have Tucker Carlson talking about the government having access to aliens. Candace Owens is like warring with TPUSA and Andrew Wilson and Joe Rogan and whoever else. And they're just making a mockery of themselves. Mike Johnson is running around talking about communism, okay? Riley Gaines and a bunch of shitty male basketball players that were bottom of the barrel are trying to like dredge up the transphobia shit, okay? And you ready? And here's what we have, okay? This is where MAGA really is right now. Now, I want to answer these questions. So, PK Teach, is Kamala taking AIPAC money? Sorf already said, I don't know. She was, but I do want you to know that Jon Ossoff takes AIPAC money. And I think right now, people aren't concerned necessarily about the taking of the AIPAC money as much as they're concerned about whether you are working for AIPAC or if you're taking their money, but you are working with all the non-AIPAC coalition, then people are like not as worried about it. So it's not as cut and dried, okay? Because Jon Ossoff takes AIPAC money, but he's also voting against money to Israel, and he's standing behind the candidates that are fighting against Israel. Because there are certain parts of the country where the people just need all the money they can get because the state is fucking chaotic. But we're not so worried about that right now. Right now, we're worried about the coalition, or at least I am, okay? And I know a lot of other people are looking at it that way too, all right? That it's not an absolute. Dude, Trump needs to be impeached. Yes, he does. Dude, Pinky says the SS Trump hit the proverbial iceberg. Yes, it has. Dude, natural born killer, let's go. Another month closer to the midterms, let's fucking go. Okay? So, but I also, though, what they did before and what they do in the coming election cycle will be very different. I don't think these people are going to be piling in AIPAC money like they did in previous election cycles. I think it's pretty obvious after Abdul El-Sayed in Michigan, it's pretty obvious that shit is toxic. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And yes, Slotkin definitely took AIPAC money, but she too is fighting with progressives. I think right now, as long as you're fighting with the progressives, shit is being overlooked for the time being. And, this is why 𝗪𝗓𝗄𝗎𝗓 still has a job, okay? Because he is partnering with the coalition for now. So for now, 𝗪𝗓𝗄𝗎𝗓 is protected because everybody is partnering with him. Chuck Schumer not so much. Okay, Chuck Schumer, I'm wondering personally, you know what I'm wondering? I am wondering if Zoran Mamdani is going to end up running for the Senate at some point. That's what I am wondering about, guys. Honestly, I mean, I don't know when that would happen, but I would not be surprised if Zoran Mamdani, if they're thinking about him in the Senate somewhere down the line, because he can run for it. You know, he can't run for president, but I think a Senate seat for him is something they're looking at. Dude, Rowdy says, what is the story about Kristi Noem's statue? Dude, I don't know about Kristi Noem's statue. What the fuck is that, boss? Dude, Pinky Parker, Ossoff is a beast. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, I like Ossoff, but he also said he wasn't for Medicare for all. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But again, coalition, baby. You don't have to be perfect right now. All right. Dude, let's go. Pinky Parker, let's go. Mamdani is going to the Senate, guys. But anyway, all right. So, with all... Can Donnie's new hair run for president? Yo. Yeah. Is this 𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗀𝗍𝗍 go? Oh, great. Yeah, this is political punk here. So I gotta run a question by you, boss. Me and you know, about 500 of my friends are wondering, can Donald J. Trump's new rug run for president? Was that rug, whatever animal you sourced that rug from, was that a local, like, dude, that merkin that's sitting on his head, did you trim that off an American beaver, or? Dude, I am dying. All right, so it is confirmed, 𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍 has confirmed that no, Donald Trump's forehead merkin is not allowed to run for president. That it is, in fact, a Venezuelan beaver that they sourced that particular hair product from. All right, thank you. We appreciate you. Yes, keep 𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍. All right, yep, fuck you, bye-bye. All right, oh. Dude. Oh, shit, guys. Oh, dude. Ooh. Dude, the big question. He has his mother's hair, the muskrat special. Let's go, Pinky. Dude, Medicare for all is greater than free education. Let's go. Elf, thank you, boss. Yeah, guys, I honestly think Medicare for all would be the biggest freedom-inducing thing possible. That once there's Medicare for all, people are free to truly choose where they want to work, because they're not going to have to choose a workplace based on needing a health plan. Dude, Natural Born Killer, let's take the Senate. Let's do it, Pinky. Let's go. Cannot overestimate, like, the freedom impact of that. The rug really tied the room together. It did indeed, Keeler. Let's go, Pinky. Let's go. All right. So, now, again, they're yelling communists. They're screaming about whatever, you know, transgender people. Trump is flailing. Epstein is nipping at his heels. The BBC that he loves so much is trying to split him wide open. You see what I did there? In his lawsuit, they want to split Trump wide open by going in on his financial records. So Trump is in hell right now. He lost with the reflecting pool of lies. Everything is falling apart. And then he got this bit of information. You ready?
What is going on, Mr. Berman? What's going on is simple. Is the MAGA movement was built among the working class, non-college Americans. And take a look at this trend line that we're looking at in the data. Here we go. Okay, net favorability rating, the MAGA movement, non-college adults. Back in October of 2024, look at that. On the plus side of the ledger, positive, plus 6 points. Down we go into the Atlantic Ocean now. Look at this movement. Now minus 22 points. That is a shift, Johnny B, of 28 points away from the MAGA movement, away with non-college Americans. So the bottom line is the group at which the Trump movement was built upon, they are shifting away and saying, we don't like MAGA anymore.
Same question, same poll here. This is really interesting to see these numbers move like that.
Yes, exactly right. It's the same question.
This is their foundational piece. When you go into the basement of MAGA, the concrete down there, all of the pillars holding up that structure are non-college people, okay? And they are not happy, okay? They are not happy with MAGA, but it gets better.
Same poll.
All right, so how about what the same group is saying about Donald Trump specifically?
Yeah, okay, so you know what? The idea being, okay, maybe they've soured on MAGA, but they haven't soured on MAGA, but maybe they haven't soured on me, Donald Trump might be saying. Ain't the truth. Take a look here. Okay, non-college voters on Trump. Hello. Okay, in the 2024 election, he won them by 13 points, right? That was the reason he won. He won among non-college voters, a very strong performance amongst them. And that, of course, was the reason he was able to win, because college voters were against him. But look at this now. Minus 19 points. Minus 19 points. We're talking about an even bigger shift here. We're talking about, what is this? This is a 32-point shift away from the President of the United States when it comes to his key core political group. This is why he's in so much trouble. It's not just that college voters are against Trump now. It turns out that non-college voters, the ones that he built his presidential bid on, have waved adios, goodbye, see you later, Mr. Trump. We don't.
But, all right, so now it's not just MAGA, it's not just Trump, but guys, it gets worse. You think it can't get worse? It gets worse. Because who do the non-college voters like right now?
We don't like you anymore.
So what impact might this have on Republican House members?
Okay, Johnny B is asking the key question here, because maybe they're abandoning President Trump, but you know what? The midterm elections, they may not like Democrats either. Well, if you're a congressional Republican, you wish that to be true, I have bad news for you, because it turns out that the non-college voters are turning on you too, and it may in fact turn you out of power in the congressional elections coming up in the midterms. Choice for the House, non-college voters, 2024 election, look at this.
Dude.
Republicans plus 13 points. Now Democrats actually lead among non-college voters in an average of polls. It's just a point, but you know what? When it comes to a point, and given how well the Democrats are doing among college voters, these are the types of numbers in which blue waves are built, and therefore we can say that the key group that put Donald Trump in the White House, the key group that he built the MAGA movement upon, is leaving him, and it's leaving congressional Republicans too.
Dude, this is insane, guys, because I have not seen non-college voters be in the plus side on the Dems since Obama. Okay? Let's be real. It was 2008. Okay? And now plus one is not big. I mean, there's a margin of error there, which means it may very well be -5. But the point being is the massive MAGA non-college days, that has thinned out. And so they are either gonna pick some Dems or they're gonna fucking stay home, guys. Okay? And this is huge. Okay? This is fucking huge, guys. Non-college, okay? Non-college voters swinging toward the Dems. They're down on Trump. They're down on MAGA. Very bad news for Trump. Now I have another addendum. Okay, hold on one sec. Pinky Parker, let's go. Dude, we're 8 away, guys. Dude, we got Pinky Parker. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. It does indeed. Dude, Kewer says Trump's riding the big wig energy. He is indeed. Dude, Elf says I'm apologize. I am getting stiff. All right, dude, let's go. Stiffy up, baby. The Kristi Noem story was on Aussie News 24 YouTube. All right, I don't know what that is, but put a link to it in Discord. Discord's down in the description. But now, I want to address something. I saw somebody in chat, Pinky Parker. Thank you, boss. +1, but sure, keep up turning the heat. Yes, we will, Engrain. Thank you, Pinky. But here's the good news, guys. The good news is literally Abdul El-Sayed, Hasan, Chris Rab, Daria Eliza, 𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍, Zohran Mamdani, and so on and so forth. Abdul El-Sayed, Francesca Hong. You know why that's good news? Because the young people are lit up, okay? The young people that normally don't know if they're going to vote, maybe they're upset about things going on, they're motivated because progressives and DSA candidates have been winning. These people, Francesca Hong, she has a ground game, man, boots on the ground. Young people, young college people, young political-minded people are on the ground because they're not out there having to campaign for Hillary fucking Clinton. They're out there actually campaigning for progressive and DSA candidates that are winning, that they love, and they're out there campaigning with Kat Abu-Ghazaleh and Hasan Piker and fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, this is fucking good news, dude. Dude, we have a lot of people that are getting very motivated and they're getting very like, you know, like we can fucking do this. Okay. And I think, guys, this is good shit. Okay. I hope this isn't false polls. Honestly, let's go. Dude, let's go, Pinky. Let's go. So what I take from this, what I take from the Enton with this, guys, is simply that whether these polls are accurate or the numbers are accurate, it's what it is it's a mood. A mood. LFG, DSA. Let's go. Right? For me, these numbers and the fact that MAGA's losing steam and MAGA and America First are fighting for the keys to the cult, and all the influencers are arguing over Charlie Kirk, and Charlie Kirk didn't deify TPUSA. In fact, it weakened it because everyone thinks Erica Kirk is a freak. They're not in the colleges. They're trying to get into high schools. They're getting fought back. Moms of Liberty is useless. People aren't showing up to the big protests at the WNBA game. And the fact is when non-college voters and former MAGA are mad at Trump and they're mad at MAGA and they're mad at the GOP, they're not going to get won over by like transphobia. They're not going to get won over by calling people communists, okay? Because they already lived through Joe Biden and they know we didn't really have communism. In fact, when Joe Biden left office, shit was expensive, but it wasn't this fucking expensive. And he didn't put us in a war. And you know what I'm saying? And so the flailing of the GOP being like communist, socialist, fascist, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that shit's going to work as good. It's not going to work as good when people, like I said today, when you're a non-college voter and you got to go take out a loan to buy some fucking hamburger, you're not going to be wooed by, you know, somebody arguing about like transgender people or screaming the word communist, okay? You know what I'm saying? I mean, people are going hungry, guys. And I think that the fact that their own party is talking about like, you know, trans girls in basketball, when people are like, yo, like whether there's a trans girl or no trans girl, like how the fuck am I going to put food on the table? And why is Donald Trump like getting billions of dollars in crypto? And why did he put us in a war? And why did he not lower prices? And why is my energy bill not cut in half? And why did my farm go bankrupt? Right? And so the thing is they're going to be at least gruntled enough to not show up. Okay? They're not going to stand in line for 8 hours to vote for some Republican shitter that has done nothing for them. Dude, we are fucking going crazy, dude. No way. Pinky Parker, let's go. We're not going back to the old ways. We can't. We will not. Thank you, Pinky. Dude, we already hit gold. Dude, Ethan, thank you. Dude, Rowdy, what the fuck, bro? You crazy, boss. Dude, what is Like, what is THB? What currency is that, Rowdy? Dude, there was a guy named Rowdy Tellez who used to be the first baseman of the Mariners, so I do like the name Rowdy. Dude, let's go. Dude, we love to see it, boss. Oh, thank you. We got some 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗍 biddies in the house, dude. Plus, all the scare tactics, they're saying, bro, y'all are in charge. So MAGA should be asking ours why these scare tactics are still a problem. Dude, yeah, the math ain't mathing. Dude, Dance Dance Revolution, giddy up, baby. Dude, yeah, the math, guys, the math ain't mathing, okay? That is the problem. The problem that Republicans and MAGA are having right now is all their attacks, the math ain't mathing. Dude, Thailand, let's go, dude. Dude, I want to go to Thailand so bad, dude. Thank you, Rowdy. Appreciate you, boss. They are using the same scare tactics as if Biden or Mamdani is president. LOL, like, bro, y'all are in charge. I know, dude. They're like, we're gonna lose the country if they take over. And it's like, yo, dude, like, homie, I have tariffs eating my fucking organs. There's rats with the word tariff tattooed on their body that are eating my innards. Dude, strike and strike and strike and strike.
Hey!
Let's go. All right, guys. So yeah, no, I'm pretty pumped. And I don't know, man. The Hasan shit is killing me, dude. Did you see this? Look at this, guys. This is insane. All right, you ready? Look at this. 192 articles written about Hasan in 7 days. Since August 1st, guys, 192 articles about Hasan. Bro, and you know what's crazy? They are trying to smear him. They are trying to rake him over the coals. But you know what's crazy though, guys? He's been doing this for a long time. Hasan is not afraid of being canceled. He is not afraid of taking the heat. Okay, he will not. I mean, dude, when he got gamer canceled, and let me tell you, as somebody who has been gamer canceled a handful of times, once you have been gamer canceled, you don't give a fuck, bro. Okay, right? You don't. I mean, I went through shit with Andrew Tate, but like, dude, after I got gamer canceled a couple times, you are just invulnerable. Hasan does not care. But guys, every time they write an article like this, they are motivating young people. They are making young people be like, holy shit, we're fucking winning. Holy shit, the mainstream media and the Democratic establishment are falling apart because of us. They're like we're getting through. They are absolutely fucking up. Okay? And look at what you notice. These are not right-wing outlets, guys. The vast majority of them are from CNN, okay? It is like the supposedly liberal, like friendly media are some of the big ones here, dude. CNN is huge. Now, you do see Fox and Daily Wire. You definitely see The Hill, which is right-wing. There's not a lot of CBS, but CNN is really carrying a lot of weight. But guys, I think this is great. Okay, I think this is great because I think when people hear about Hasan and they hear about this shit, once they look into him, they're realizing, man, this guy is just, he's not a terrorist. Okay, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't like him. And dude, is he incendiary? Yes. Is he aggressive? Yes. Is he no holds barred and he fucking puts his foot in his mouth sometimes? Absolutely. But I don't believe for a minute that he is trying to destroy America. I think he is a capitalist that does very well here in America. And I don't think he wants to fucking destroy this country. Okay? I think he wants to like expand this country and make it like, you know, where there's more shit available for more people. Okay? All right? Absolutely. I just don't believe he is some, like, you know, dark horse fucking terrorist. You know what I mean? I mean, he is out there interacting with young people, man. He's done so much, okay? He has done so much to get young people excited. And I want to cue you in on something, okay, guys? And hear me out on this, all right? Because I tweeted about this today, and I think it's very important. There's two things I want to show you about Hasan, and then we're going to move on, and we're going to come and talk about him again later. But the number one thing I want to share with you about Hasan is this, guys. You ready? It is this right here. Let me find it. It is... Okay. That's not it. Let me find it. I made a really good point here, guys. Right here. Okay. No. Fuck, bro. Okay, right here. Look at this, guys. Ready? Hasan is a realist. Let's go. Thank you, Elf. Okay. And Trump is a PDF that shits his pants. He is indeed. But guys, this is the thing that hit me today, guys. Moderate Dems are condemning Abdul El-Sayed for the 𝗙𝗏𝗏 endorsement. Okay? They're condemning him. How can you campaign with 𝗙𝗏𝗏? Why are you endorsed by 𝗙𝗏𝗏? You need to distance yourself from 𝗙𝗏𝗏. But the DNC invited the same 𝗙𝗏𝗏 with the same clips from 7 years ago to the DNC in 2024. They did. And they got mad that 𝗙𝗏𝗏 didn't endorse Kamala Harris, that he didn't do more to get people excited about Kamala Harris. So we know they're fucking lying, okay? If they thought 𝗙𝗏𝗏 was really bad and terrible and campaign endangering, they wouldn't have invited him to the DNC. They wouldn't have gotten mad that he didn't support Kamala. They would have been happy that he didn't support Kamala. But they were after 𝗙𝗏𝗏. They wanted him to endorse her and to be on board with her like the fucking, right? Like AOC and like Bernie and all that. Right? You know what I'm saying? So the point being is they wanted him. They just wanted him on their terms. They weren't going to allow him to be on his own terms. And he wanted somebody to stand up for the fucking people of Gaza and to denounce Joe Biden's fucking ruthless handling of that situation. And nobody did. And so he was like, fuck you. But now they're trying to say, oh, he's dangerous. Oh, he's going to turn off the voters. It is not true, okay? Because they wanted him. And that's why Kamala Harris is now endorsing Abdul El-Sayed, okay? And there's going to be a merging here. So I think all of their belly aching about this Hasan shit is going to backfire on them. Guys, it is going to backfire. Absolutely. Okay, screw them. All right, now, the other thing I wanted to share about this is I have one more thing I want to share, and then we're going to move on temporarily, and we're going to come back, though, because there's going to be more about Hasan later. But we have to break it up into chunks. But it is this, okay? This tweet is going, you know, is on the start of miniature virality. But I want to be very clear about this, okay? Is Hasanabi, 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏, whether you don't have to like him, you don't have to agree with him, you're allowed to have whatever feelings you have. But he did not create this problem, guys. Okay? He is merely voicing a rage that a lot of people worldwide have been feeling. A rage about Gaza, a rage about Israel's war machine, about oppression in the Middle East, about oppression worldwide. about the Dem establishment giving lip service and not following through, about no good policies, okay? It reminds me of Kurt Cobain a little bit, okay? Kurt Cobain was not the guy of the 90s, but Kurt Cobain was able to express the rage that a whole bunch of people in the 90s were feeling. And we were like, yeah, man, I fucking relate to that. Hasan is doing the same shit. Hasan has been out there talking what he talks for 7 years, okay? And it really started to take hold when people started realizing, like, fuck, man, we're like, you know, Biden won with a mandate, and we still didn't get all the shit we wanted passed. We didn't get the student loan fucking money, you know, like expunged. We didn't get Build Back Better. We didn't get fucking a minimum wage increase, right? A lot of shit after Biden got this huge mandate, a lot of shit didn't happen. They let Joe Manchin keep sinking shit. It was the same old lip service, okay? And so my point being, though, is this, is my 21-year-old son doesn't even watch Hasan, okay? He is not a Hasanabi head. He is not somebody that tunes into his stream. He certainly knows who he is. But like my son and all of his friends have the exact same anger that Hasan does and a lot of Hasan's fans. And they're not, he didn't get that anger from watching Hasan, is my point. My point is a lot of young people feel exactly like Hasan does. And it's not going away, guys. Okay? It's not going away. These, like, my kid will never donate to the fucking DNC in his life unless somebody like, Mamdani or David Hogg or Hasan or somebody like that was running it. Okay? As long as there were the centrist Dems running the DNC, my kid and everybody he knows would never give a fucking penny to that fucking party. They're done. They're over it. And now the DNC hasn't felt it yet because all the old people haven't died off. But like, they are fucking cooked. And you cannot undo Gaza that these kids watched when they were like 10, 12, 16, 20 years old. You are never going to be able to erase it the same way that people my age, you could not erase the war. You could not erase the war on drugs. You could not erase that shit. We were like, fuck this. Fuck the police. We saw Rodney King. We were not going to become like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't undo that shit. And so the thing about this is whether you like Hasan or not, whether you agree with Hasan or not, the rage and the anger and the desire for change that he represents is not just him. It is like hundreds of millions of people worldwide, okay? And Israel standing in the world is like, dude, between Netanyahu and Ben-Gvir and Gaza, like literally, guys, nobody wants to come to their defense anymore, okay? And that is not because of Hasan Piker. It's not because of some fucking Twitch streamer. It's because of their own goddamn behavior. And so we need to wake up, okay? That doesn't mean we need to be the full DSA party tomorrow. But if the Dem party thinks they're going to outrun this, if they think that the people who would have been Democrats are going to someday go back to being moderate Democrats, they are fucking kidding themselves. That is never going to happen. The moderate Democratic Party of like the 1990s is never going to return again, okay? Something new is coming, guys, and you can either like be part of it and shape it and mold it and embrace it, or you're gonna get rolled over by it and you're gonna end up fucking politically homeless and you're gonna end up like Cenk Uygur and 𝗪𝗪𝗏, like sucking, Tucker Carlson's fucking boils off of his feet or some shit. So I think we should be part of the revolution. I think we should show up and be part of the revolution, guys. That's what I think. I think it is time. I think it's happening. I think it started with Mamdani, guys. I really do. I mean, a lot of things start with New York. And it started, though, with things like Mamdani and Brad Lander dropping out, people like coalescing around Mamdani, and then Brad Lander runs and knocks Goldberg out. And like, you know, a lot of activists that have been working the streets of New York are now winning these elections. And AOC is like higher up than she's ever been. And Bernie is still electrifying people. Now you have Abdul El-Sayed, right? You know what I mean? I mean, it is happening, okay? It doesn't mean it's going to be done in like 2 years. It may be 20 years, but it is literally, we are in the beginning of a revolution, guys. We are in the beginning of a fucking revolution. And I know this because I've been through some, okay? I was in a revolution in the 90s with rock and roll, all right? Where this little band from LA called Jane's Addiction started like doing shit that indie rockers never did before. And a couple years later, Seattle exploded, but it was like Jane's Addiction and Fishbone and a couple bands that a lot of people didn't know that kicked that door open, right? The Red Hot Chili Peppers too, they were another one. But there were a lot of LA bands that weren't Guns N' Roses that kicked this little door open that blew up alternative rock. And guys, we're in one, okay? We are in one, man. I mean, it may have started back in 2016, really, but it got, you know, it is really picking up steam now, guys. All right? It is. We're doing this, all right? So, there you go. Dude, Jane's Addiction. They're my favorite band of all time, guys. Yeah, it was sad to see Perry fucking... Can I just tell you, side note, I had front row fucking seats for Jane's on the tour that got canceled because Perry's fucking hitting his bandmates. What a fucking dick, bro. It's a bummer, too, because I followed those guys since the 80s, okay? I'm serious, dude. They like, Seattle would not have happened without Jane's Addiction. It like they were the first alternative band signed to fucking, you know, I mean, well, not Mother Love Bone is up there too, but Mother Love Bone was also like post glam. Jane's Addiction was special because they looked like freaks. Perry had dreadlocks. They did not look glam. They looked like nothing else. They looked like street kids, right? But they were artists, and they sounded nothing like anybody else before. And without them and Mother Love Bone, there would not have been a Seattle. I'm telling you, man. They kicked that door open. And like, dude, Bernie kicked that door open too. And now shit is fucking it's happening. We're in it, dude. We are in it. We're in it. And I mean, I know it sucks. And I know it's like, you know, it's painful and we're going through shit. And certainly there are groups of people like transgender people and women and people of color that are getting like pinched and hit and suffering more, certainly, than somebody like me, a white guy in my 50s. But I think when times get tough, okay, try to remember that at least you get to be a part of this, right? I mean, you know, it's like, you know how we read back about the 60s and the civil rights movement, you hear all the horrors, but you're like, goddamn, I'm glad for those people. I'm glad for the people that showed up, that fought back after Kent State, that got fire hosed, that fucking marched across bridges in Alabama and Mississippi. I'm so thankful for them. Well, now we get to be them, okay? We get to be them right now by canvassing for El-Sayed and for, you know, Mamdani and the New Yorkers, and by running for office, and by fucking not letting these AIPAC shitters off the hook, and by showing up at the protests, and by phone banking, and by voting our fucking asses off. And right? You know what I mean? We get to be them. We have a renewal. We have a 1960s of our own, which is getting this like war machine out of the Middle East, out of our fucking bank book. Okay? You know? And it's pretty amazing. It is pretty amazing. And you're going anti-flock protest. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, guys. I feel like, man, I feel like I'm pretty lucky to be witnessing this period of time, because we're going to go through this period of time, but 50 years from now, people are going to be reading about what's happening now in history books. And they're going to be like, holy fucking shit, bro. Like, holy fucking shit. A bunch of renegade, like DSA people with no money started winning these fucking elections and organizing in the street. And you had Antifa members, right? You had, they were calling people Antifa, were dressing up like frogs and beating the immigration fucking people. You know what I mean? I mean, people are going to be reading about this in history books and being like, fuck, dude, those fucking people were crazy. And they're going to be thankful that we're doing this work, guys. So don't give up, okay? Don't give up, because you're making history right now, okay? We are all making history right now, all right? Just keep going up to the plate and fucking swinging for the fences, all right? I guarantee you we're going to win, all right? Dude, I guarantee you we are going to win, guys. We are. We're winning. All right? There will be no history books. Dude, there's always going to be history books. Always. You can't keep people down. All right. Now, you ready? Let's go. Moving on. All right, now, dude, now we got to take a little bit of the negative, all right? Dude. All right. Now, I need to give a disclaimer that I have been most of my life about as vote blue no matter who is as anybody, okay? Where I have been relatively, in my youth, I was mostly relatively unconcerned about politicians. I voted for the blue person. I started getting a little disillusioned with Al Gore, okay? Al Gore for me was a little disillusioning. Bill Clinton was too. Bill Clinton was great the way he ran, but Bill, the way he governed and the jailing and a lot of that didn't sit right with me. And then the fact that Al Gore became the heir apparent, I didn't like Al Gore. I know he's a great environmentalist, but he was like not inspiring as a leader, as a president at all. And then he didn't have the stones to overcome fucking, getting that election ripped from him. And then we went down the war pipe, and I did get excited about Obama, but I voted for Hillary in the primary, okay? Bernie won Oregon, but I voted for Hillary in the primary because I wanted a woman president, okay? I did. I felt like it was time for a woman. I wanted a woman. I didn't hate Hillary, but I also simultaneously, I loved what Bernie was doing. Okay, Bernie was talking about the right policy. He was talking about the right shit. He got young people energized. Man, like the young people were energized, okay? And I fucking loved that. So I voted for Hillary in the primary, and I love Bernie. Now, in my mind, I thought Bernie would have been the VP, okay? I thought Bernie, if Hillary wins the primary, Bernie is VP, and then we are unbeatable, guys, okay? Because for me, the reason why I didn't vote Bernie as a president is because I knew Congress didn't like him, and so I was afraid if Bernie won the presidency, Congress would do what they did to Jimmy Carter, and they would gridlock and shut it down to be like, see, progressive presidents can't be good. So I thought Hillary's winning the primary. Bernie should have been the VP. That would have been the winning ticket. And she didn't do it. She picked Tim fucking Kaine. And everyone was like, who the fuck is Tim Kaine? Oh, he's a boring fucking guy that I can't look at for more than 10 seconds without wanting to look away. What the fuck are you doing? Why did you pick this guy? Why aren't you campaigning in the swing states? I was frantically emailing your campaign going, holy shit, Donald Trump is running Bernie Sanders' populist campaign in the Midwest. He's going to beat you. You should hire me to make videos. And they're like, oh, thanks for your input, but we're not interested. And I'm like, I kept writing them. You're going to lose the goddamn election. And sure enough, Donald Trump ran video ads in the Midwest that made him look like the Bernie populist for the working man. They pilfered Bernie's campaign and they beat her. Okay. And I was like fucking heartbroken, dude. I was heartbroken because she was too arrogant. And now, guys, I stayed party centric. Even with the leftists, I did watch leftist streamers. I did get into Hasan, and I did certainly watch some leftist streaming. And I definitely still stayed, though, like a party line guy all the way through 2024. And then it was the behavior of the Dem establishment recently in the last 2 years, since DSA candidates and people like Mamdani and shit that I like started winning, I started noticing, oh, fuck, dude, it wasn't just Hillary being arrogant. It's the whole party trying to protect their capital and their power and the status quo that serves all of them very well and is no longer serving any of us. We're ending up in tents. Now, okay? Now, one thing I would like to notice, I would like you to notice is, look at this. Hillary lost Michigan, guys. Okay? Hillary did not win Michigan. She came close, but she didn't win. Okay? She didn't win like many of the swing states because she didn't campaign. She got too arrogant. She didn't make good decisions. She didn't recognize. She did the same thing Biden did. She didn't recognize what was really going on in her coalition, and she thought she just had it because she was like the queen of the coalition. She didn't have it. Wasn't paying attention to the coalition. And I'm sorry, if you're Democrats, you got to pay attention to the coalition. That coalition includes young black voters, old black voters. That coalition includes young college voters, young working class voters. That coalition includes Jewish people and fucking Muslim people and Hindu people. There's a coalition. And when a whole bunch of the young college people are excited about something, you can't fucking ignore them and pretend like what they're excited about is not to be paid attention to. Okay? And yeah, the establishment Democrats only seem to care about themselves, their power, and their donors. And guys, I started seeing their game. Their game is if they lose, they just raise more money. Okay? But now they lost and they're not raising any money. They're taking out loans. But anyway, I was particularly offended by this, okay, because she is sitting here saying it's not just about Michigan, but the Republican messaging is communist socialist. It's going to be a very effective attack. And it's like, yo, Hillary, no offense, I voted for you, but shut the fuck up, okay? You sent Bill to fucking Michigan to try and win Kamala. Nobody likes Bill. Bill was at Epstein Island. Why the fuck was Bill even campaigning? Why is Bill even talking to anybody right now? That guy should be in a fucking closet somewhere, right? And why the hell, dude, they call Kamala Harris a communist. They call every Democrat a communist. You fucking idiots. But look at what she says here, dude.
You're not going to convince Republican voters in Michigan. the real fight will be how do we make sure that people who voted for Haley feel comfortable voting for Abdul El-Sayed, and how do we get independents to feel comfortable? And you can see that it's not just about Michigan, but the Republican messaging is communist, socialist. It's going to be a very effective attack.
No, it's not.
So people on the left have to be prepared to answer that and to be effective at answering it.
Do you think communist is an effective attack in 2026?
Well, all I know is that's the attack that Trump is leading with, and I assume they've tested it, and I assume that they have reason to believe that it's effective, or they wouldn't be beating the drum on it, because now it's not just him. Vance has done it. Others are doing it. They are trying to, bring back scare tactics about our candidates. And
Yeah, but you know what else is going on? While they're saying communist, socialist, a bunch of people are showing up, knocking on people's doors and saying, hey, right? And they're like, oh, why am I talking to DSA people on the ground and they're not communists? They actually go to school with my daughter and they're actually a pretty cool person from around the neighbor, or they're a streamer that I like, or a political commentator I like. Like, surely, what? Oh, Hasan and me and Dems and 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀 and 𝗙𝗪𝗏 𝗪𝗏 and fucking, right? And 𝗵𝗡𝗍𝗃. Like, oh, 𝗪nci𝗪, everybody's communist, right? Pastor Ben, John, right? We're all, everybody but Donald Trump is a communist. Come on. Dude, the low information jugheads are going to believe it. Okay, the people that get their politics from Facebook, they're going to believe it, but they weren't going to get on the train anyway. But let me tell you guys, this is where people like Abdul El-Sayed and Francesca Hong shine, okay? Because the difference is 10,000 people will hit the street tomorrow for Mamdani, for Abdul El-Sayed, for Francesca, for Hasan, for 𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪𝗍𝗪 them. They wouldn't do it for Hillary Clinton. They're not going to do it for fucking Haley Stevens. They're not going to do it for some AIPAC fucking whores, right? That's the difference. The difference is when these DSA and progressive candidates are winning, there's an army. And you're not just being, you have an army of people that are engaged and showing up, okay? And not just fucking, only the Facebook shitters are voting. So yeah, dude, let's fucking go, baby. Dude, let's fucking go. Dude, fuck this shit.
And, it didn't work in New York. Mamdani was elected and there was a lot of money spent against him. When you have an effective candidate on the left, it still is going to be a close race on our side.
Yeah, dude, when you have an effective candidate. So Hillary, what kind of candidate were you, Hillary? Because, I wanted Hillary to win, guys, but she was a terribly ineffective candidate, okay? She was arrogant. She didn't pay attention to the signs. She thought it was in the bag. She didn't fucking listen to people. Her campaign didn't listen to people. She didn't partner up with Bernie, okay? She fucked up a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I want to show you one more thing, guys. Before we move on from the Hillary, you got to see this. Because Neera Tanden, okay? Look at this. Neera Tanden, okay? So I want to show you this. David Sirota said, if Francesca Hong is allegedly so unelectable, why do polls suggest she's on the verge of winning the August 11th election? If Democratic establishment elites are the masters of electability, why have they been losing so many elections? Now watch this. This is a great thread. Francesca Hong says, finally someone named David who gets it. Now Neera Tanden has to chime in. Neera Tanden worked for Hillary when she made up all the bullshit about Obama. He's not electable. He's a Muslim, right? She worked for Hillary then. She worked for Bill. She worked for Hillary as a consultant in 2016, and she briefly worked for Obama. But she is out here being the centrist weirdo, just being negative to everyone. Look at what she says. She says, I am deeply disturbed by the possibility this candidate does not understand the primary electorate is different from the general electorate. In literally every election, half the candidates selected by the primary lose, and many, like Kari Lake, lose winnable races. Dude, she compared 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Hong to Kari Lake. Neera, get the fuck out of here. Kari Lake is a religious zealot, election denier, Don Huffines weirdo, okay? And she's comparing 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Hong to Kari Lake. What an asshole. But guys, you ready? Watch the chef's kiss. Because a congressman from Wisconsin just threw Neera Tanden under the fucking bus. You ready to watch Neera Tanden get fucking tossed under the bus? Look at this. Mark Pocan. Remember when I told you we needed Hillary Clinton to come to Wisconsin when she was running in 2016 and you never got her here? I think I would sit this one out if I were you. We got this. Pick one of the other 49 to focus on. Please. Wisconsin will support the primary winner, Neera Tanden. Dude. Dude, he fucked her up so bad. Remember? He's like, remember when you fucked up the 2016 election, Neera Tanden? You remember that? And she's like, big fan of yours, and I don't remember this, but I'm sure you're right. I didn't control Hillary's travel schedule, so I hope you told more than me. I deeply worry about a GOP election denier. Oh, I see data like a marquee Wisconsin poll. Right? Blah, blah, blah. As I recall, you were quite confident Ron Johnson would lose. And he said, not personal. Let's just say I trust DGA and others. Tiffany is extremely toxic in Wisconsin on multiple fronts. My job is to make sure we don't kill each other in primary, and I'm doing my best on that. We appreciate national help in a positive way, right? In a positive way. Dude, look at that shit. Amazing. Okay, because that's my problem, guys, is Neera Tanden will talk about electability, and she'll talk about this, that, and all that, but all she does is sit on the internet and whine. Okay, she does. She sits on the internet and whines, guys. But she did reply to me though the other day, guys. She did. You ready? You ready for this? She did. I did get the Neera Tanden reply that I got to fucking toot my horn here for a hot minute. Okay, because something's happening where more people are replying to me, and I think there was only one. Oh, dude, I think Fred Gutenberg fucking blocked me. Did he block me or? Nope, he didn't. Oh, he just. What's going on there? Oh, because of DSA Watch? Oh, I think maybe DSA Watch blocked me. All right. That must be what that is. But, yeah. Where is it? I think the DSA Watch account blocked me, which is good, dude. Fuck that shit. Neera, where are you at, Neera? I know you're in here. Oh, here we go. Badge of honor? Yes, indeed. Dude, that DSA Watch account is total bullshit. All right, so here it is. Nope, that's not it. Dude, where is it? Oh, yeah. All right. It's before that. Sorry. Dude, I tweet a lot, guys. I tweet too much. I'm still trying to get on Hutch's show, too. So I want to debate that guy, dude. Oh, yeah. Here it is. So she said it's a tad surprising folks who have run for office don't know that especially in swing states and districts, the electorate is totally different in primary in general. Yeah, we all know this. That is a pretty basic fact. It's why Sharon Angle won her primary handily and lost to general in Nevada in a wave election. And I said it's also why you kept running people who lost to Trump, because you think you know everything about elections, but you actually don't know shit. P.S. You also said Obama couldn't win in a general. And they did. That was Hillary's campaign in 2008, was to use polls and say Obama can't win in the general. He's winning in the primary, but you got to vote for Hillary because only Hillary can win in the general. Okay? And then, in fact, in 2016, the polls said Bernie would win in the general. And they were like, no. Those polls don't mean shit. So, like, dude, they're all full of shit. But she actually replied and said, I never said Obama couldn't win in a general. That would have been an odd thing to say, given I worked for him in the general election. I was proud of his victory and proud to play a very small part of it. Dude, she name dropped working for Obama. But, dude, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you worked for Hillary's primary campaign against Obama? And she used the electability argument. But her replying to me is pretty new. All right? That's pretty new, dude. All right? But, dude, yeah, Mark Pocan fucked her up, dude. Oh, my God. All right, so hold on. I do have to look at DSA Watch, though, because... Oh, no, they just privated their shit. Dude, they privated their shit. I thought they were going to delete us. Dude, this person, whoever runs this account, was getting hammered because it is like AstroTurf. This is like an AIPAC funded account right here. It literally cropped up right after fucking the DSA people started winning. And right as Haley Stevens was losing, this is a total AIPAC funded Gooner account. And now they're getting called out for it. And everyone's shitting on them. Dude, Hasan was just raking them over the coals today. And now they're protecting their tweets, dude. Oh, sweet. How sweet it is. All right. Now, before we move on, guys, I want to say one last thing about Hasan. And I know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I've ridden a roller coaster with the man, that he's literally why I got into politics in the first place, right? Why I got into watching it on streams was because of him, because he was a former gamer. I was a gamer. I would see him on Twitch. I would watch his streams while I was editing my Fortnite videos. And the debate I had with Tate, Hasan was on that debate too. He came on right after me. And it was like Hasan was part of the reason why I gave up gaming and went into politics. I was like, fuck, if he can do it, I can fucking do it. My voice is necessary. I'm gonna do it. And I had this revelatory experience at TwitchCon in 2022 with people like stopping me on the street and telling me I should fucking go into politics. All right, now, I got very upset at him in 2024. I did. I felt like he was dooming. He was negative a lot. He was real, I don't know. He was dooming hard. He was really upset. Obviously, the shit that was going on, he was living in it. He was churning in it. He was disappointed in all the candidates, like Joe Biden fucking up. He was in the middle of this maelstrom. I was just getting started as a political streamer. So I was all gung-ho for the party. And I was very disappointed in Hasan for what I felt was like him not using his platform responsibly. Okay, I got dark, and a lot of people got mad at me about that while I was streaming, right? And I was fucking, I don't know. I was upset about it. But listen to me, guys. I want to show you something, okay? Because look at this. You ready? Look at this right here. Hasan Piker has rallied for and endorsed 13 primary candidates who have won in 5 states. 7 will be serving in the 2027 U.S. Congress. And others are still in the process of general elections. This is huge, guys, because the reason why I'm showing you this, because like him or hate him, whatever, you got feelings, but this guy could have just sat in his chair in front of his cameras on his very successful stream and cried and moaned and gotten more and more negative, gotten more and more filled with emptiness and rage and bitterness and resentment, and been whatever, a doomer just crashing everybody's thing. But he put boots on the ground, guys. Okay? I wanted him to run himself, and he didn't do that, but he put boots on the ground, and he's been going to states and fucking showing up and campaigning and getting people excited and actually doing, he like got mad about 2024 and he fucking started working. And like, dude, that is so fucking respectable. You know what I'm saying? He's like wearing suits and fucking campaigning with senators, you know? And I mean, guys, that fucking, I respect the hell out of that, okay? I respect the hell out of that because he didn't just continue dooming, okay? He doomed, he got up, he put on some boots, and then he went out and he fucking got in the war, guys. And we have to acknowledge that he's actually, right? He's actually like using his feelings about the way shit is to get motivated and to show up. He's fucking showing up. And I'm telling you, showing up is the thing that gets there. If Hillary Clinton had shown up in Wisconsin, she would have won Wisconsin. If Hillary Clinton had shown up in the fucking swing states, she would have won more of them. If she had shown up and fucking had Bernie be her VP and made a coalition, there would have been no Trump. If Joe Biden had shown up and recognized Gaza was ripping the Dems apart and he could just fall on the sword and let somebody win a fucking primary, and then Joe Biden could have walked away with all that Gaza misery, somebody could have ran about like doing it differently, there wouldn't have been a Trump too, right? Showing up, using your goddamn eyes and ears, paying attention to what the fuck is going on, and then showing up, man, and doing the work instead of just fucking shit up, putting spokes in the wheels, and letting your misery and your anger get the best of you. So let that be an inspiration, okay? You know, let that fucking be an inspiration. I'm pretty impressed by the guy, okay? And I've had my beef with him, guys. I've had my fucking beef. You know, stalwart fans who've been watching me for 2 years know that, like, I've had my beef, especially about 2024. I was not happy with 2024, but I've also come to see behavior that now I kind of understand, though I look at 2024 different, right? Because of, you know, now that I'm watching my party try to destroy factions of my party that are winning, it's like, dude, if the faction's winning, don't fucking destroy the win, motherfuckers. You know? Let's go. All right. Now, that being said, I want to watch a little bit of Abdul El-Sayed. All right? Dude, campaigning with the Shanies. Yeah, I mean, guys, my thing, I'm not gonna shit on Kamala. Okay, a lot of mistakes were made. I personally, I put the 2024 election on Joe Biden's shoulders. Okay, he had the option to not run as a vegetable and to not show up at that debate, not being able to to create that shit. When am I gonna run? I don't know. We'll see. but dude, let's just look at shit, okay? You know, dude, Kamala endorsed Abdul El-Sayed, all right? She did. She endorsed him. Oh my God, dude. Look who's back. Lindy.
Donors won't even.
Dude, Lindy fucking Lee. Sorry, idiot. No one's even gonna listen to you, dude. Yeah. Yeah, fuck off, Lindy Lee. You fucking jackhole. All right? But dude, this shit, look at her.
People are saying, we want our leaders to fight. They don't want leaders who are just supporting a broken status quo.
Dude, she's trying to find her way back in, dude. I'm like, you know what? Let's see what happens, dude. She endorsed El-Sayed. But you ready? Let's watch this. Where was it? Was it Hasan? Somebody had the fucking clips here today. There's some good El-Sayed clips today, guys. Oh my, dude. What the fuck is this, bro? Oh my God. Hold on, detour. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Oh, Jesus. Dude, what in the, like, this looks like Sophie Cunningham just had Freddy Krueger do fucking plastic surgery on her. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. Dude, you're not going to say anything rude? Hey, man, you don't have to say anything about people's appearance. I know it's rude. I know it's uncalled for, and I know that it's wrong, but I do it anyway because I am a fucking degenerate, and you know, I go there, right? But what the fuck, dude? Yeah, you think MAGA, Natalie, you think MAGA's going to start wondering? Like, she looks like Don Hafeen's wife. Trying and failing. No, be the better person, Jess. I will be the degenerate. You allow me to be the piece of shit degenerate while you guys go out into the world being good people. Okay? Let me take the flack of being the horrible person. Dude, I will gladly do it. Fuck these lizard people, bro. Dude, this is like the scariest shit, bro. Oh my God. Like, dude, I have to watch this, but I am genuinely like worried that Eric is not fucking, that I'm worried about Eric's safety, bro.
At home may not be aware of is that we didn't just have any instructor for the workout. The secretary was the instructor for the workout. So you don't want to miss what we've got coming up this Saturday night.
Impressive. I gotta say, she was impressive. She stayed in there, didn't miss a rep. I was impressed.
I
First
appreciate
time to ever
it.
do the 9x8 workout, and it's a rough workout.
At home.
Dude, what the fuck? I'm sorry, guys. How the fuck can MAGA look at this woman and think that this woman is okay? This is Lara Trump. And she is like GLP-1, Ozempic, fucking Adderall. Like, I don't know what she is on, but she is on a lot of it, dude. And facial reconstructive surgery and Botox and peptides. And like, dude, she looks like her fucking skull is trying to find its way out of her skin, bro. Jesus. Dude, I can't even look at her. Yo, is this Trump admin? Yo, what's up? Political punk here. All right, so you still got that weaponization fund? I know that Blanche is probably like hiding it somewhere, like file cabinet or burn bag or in fucking Donnie's like porn collection or some shit. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go in there and give me some money. Cause dude, I'm looking at Lara Trump and I have severe fucking PTSD. I feel like I've been targeted by a gang of Ozempic hags from Venus, dude. No, check that. Not from Venus. If they were from Venus, they'd probably look good. She's definitely from like Uranus. Yes, I did that on purpose. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no. You're gonna stay away from my anus. I've heard about you, Trumpy. You need to fuck directly off, okay? You can send Haba or that Westerhout girl from, right? But all right, hey, never mind. This is a conversation for another time. But yo, I'm fucked up, dude. I'm looking at Lara and I'm not gonna be able to sleep anymore. I'm having like nightmares right now. Yeah, I'm gonna need like at least like 2 million for erectile dysfunction because I'm never gonna get it up again. All right? I'm like you now. Huh? All right, send it over. All right, cash only. No checks from you, you fucking piece of shit. All right, fuck you. Bye-bye. All right. So there we go. Jesus. Dude. That is so scary, guys. It is so scary. Like, something is not right, bro. Dude, the like, fucking norovirus. No, seriously. What's the virus, guys? What is the virus that makes you just keep shitting for, like, months on end? Like, I think she is 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀 or whatever. I think she got 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀 and she literally just shit out like all of her insides, bro. Dude, like she already was skinny and she just like shat everything, all the fluid that was in her is now in a fucking toilet bowl somewhere in DC, bro. Oh, Jesus. Dude, that is like she's not fucking healthy, right? You know what I mean? Like do MAGA look at her? I mean, look at her neck. Look at her, yeah, look at her fucking arms. Do MAGA look at her? Like, dude, where are her hips? Like, I mean, is this the hip? Like, what the fuck, bro? Do MAGA, seriously, I think she's anorexic or something. Do MAGA look at her and think like, wow, dude, Lara Trump is looking good. Like she looks like she's, you know, like going into the fucking stall after she eats or something. Dude, that is scary, bro. Jesus Christ almighty, dude. All right, I'm bookmarking that. All right, look at this, dude. You got Mayor Pete out there. Look at this. Mayor Pete's out.
The choice could not be clearer. When it comes to the U.S. Senate, we have Abdul El-Sayed, who insists that money in politics has gone too far.
All right. Dude, let's go. Dude, we got fucking Mayor Pete. Dude, we need Obama. All right, you ready? This is the one, dude. This is the clip. Money in politics has gone too far. Hold on, guys. I feel like I have a little throw up in the back of my throat, dude. I need to shake off the Lara Trump. Holy shit, dude. Jesus. Bro, that is like, yeah, no, I'm having some Lara Trump reflux. That is gnarly, dude. Ooh, Pete is a corporate Dem. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, Summoner. We're all hands on deck, boss. Right? As long as people are in the coalition, we don't care if they're corpo, as long as they're playing ball and they're fucking doing the work to get everybody elected. Right? Like, you got to pass if you're fucking working for the team. If you're undermining, you're getting a boot in the ass. Okay? This is my 𝗙𝗽𝗏𝗃𝗍, yes. But, all right, you ready? Oh. Dude, she is so gross. All right, you ready? Here we go. This is a great fucking, this right here, I feel like this clip is why we needed Abdul and not Haley Stevens. I mean, we know there's more than that. There's AIPAC money, corporate stooge, ineffective lawmaker, lying about the Obama endorsement as though she got it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm talking about the energy here for slamming fucking MAGA's ass and not being a fucking pushover, not being a bumpkin, but getting right up in their fucking grill and taking it to them. Watch this clip.
Now, Mike, I'm just going to remind you, if you don't know how to say the name, keep the name out your damn mouth. Or just call me Abdul. But I got some opinions about his name. See, it's very fitting for him, Rogers. Because that's his answer every time a corporation or Donald Trump tells him to do something. Mike, we need you to put a data center in the backyard. Roger. Mike, we need you to hike their prescription drug prices. Roger. Mike, we need you to rubber stamp this war we shouldn't be fighting. Roger. Mike, and this one's Donald Trump. I need you to lick these boots. Roger.
Dude, look at her. Dude, I love her. Look at that fucking hair, dude. Dude, she's amazing.
And I think I speak for all of us here in Michigan when I say that we are done with Rogers. Go back to Florida where you belong.
Dude. Isn't that fucking great, guys? Right? See, this is the fucking energy we need, guys. This is the energy we need. Do you see that audience? Was women, was old ladies, was young kids, all different colors, all different hairstyles, all different nationalities. You know, that shit was like, that was good shit, boss. Right? Because the thing about him, he's a fighter. Okay? He's a fighter. He is not just looking to get elected. Okay? He is not. He is not just looking to get elected. He's looking to kick some ass. Dude, Jibs, the Wisconsin primary's on the 11th. It's 8/11/26. It's Tuesday. It'll be the day I'm traveling to New York. 8/11. Okay, that is the Wisconsin primary. That's this Tuesday coming up. By the way, I'm going to be in New York on the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, the 14th. I'm going to be streaming from New York. I don't know what days. I'm going to try to do every day for a little bit just to check in, even if it's on the phone or something. Okay, trying to keep a consistent thing. And it's possibly going to be at the same time, 10 p.m., which would be 1 a.m. New York time, right? We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna try and sort it out. I have a really nice hotel room, right? But I'm leaving Tuesday and I won't be back on stream until Saturday night. Okay, so I'll be streaming Monday of this coming week and then not until Saturday. And let me see here. I want to show you, because I got to let me just show you guys. Yeah, look at this. Oh, look at that, dude. Oh, that's my hotel room. Oh, shit. Dude, isn't that crazy? I got a really nice room. That's like a suite. It has like, this is the bedroom, and then there's like a living room, but it's like on the top floor of a hotel with floor to ceiling windows, the view of the Empire State Building. Dude, I'm living it up. Okay? I'm gonna be living it up, dude. Dude, yeah. That looks like your apartment. Oh my God, you're so lucky, 𝗙𝗪𝗍. I love it. So yeah, dude, we're living it up. And so we're gonna be there Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we're gonna be at Yankee Stadium to see the Mariners and the Yankees. And then Thursday night, we're gonna be in Manhattan, like my son is doing an open mic. And then Friday night, we're going to see Book of Mormon. And then during the day, we'll be bopping around Brooklyn. And like, I want to see, you know, what my kid's life is all about and shit like that. But so, yeah, that I'm pretty excited, though. I love the fucking Empire State Building. But yeah, dude, this is the energy we need, guys. Okay? This is the energy. Dude, this is the energy we need. All right. Dude, what the fuck are they fucking saying? Dude, Randy Fine says the Democratic Party's gonna take away your dog? All right. Jesus. Dude. Let's go. Jesus, dude. Hairpiece 100. You're a Chrysler building guy? All right. Hey, man. Everybody's got to have their building. Jesus. Oh, my God. That's the Kristi Noem statue. Dude, yeah, this is... We're going to cover this tomorrow. I don't have time to cover it tonight. Let's see if we have any more... fucking Abdul El-Sayed clips today. Dude, Bill Cassidy should get a boot in the ass. Yeah, so I'll take a minute to address. There are now two men who are NBA players that are made statements today about this, guys. Can I just show you? One of them was the Enes guy, a terrible basketball player. All right, dog shit basketball player. But it was this guy right here. After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I'm declaring my right. I mean, they're transphobes trying to be men getting into women's sports, right? He's a fucking loser, dude. I told him too. Look at this. Look at the number of comments I have under my shit, guys. Look at this shit. Dude, wife, mother, failure. Hello, Tommy, you make me smile. Let's go. Look at what I said. I said, you're not a trans woman, you fucking clout-chasing piece of shit. Dude, he's dying for attention. He was a terrible basketball player. I don't think he's even good enough to be in the WNBA, right? He's dog shit. But I told him, look at how many people are fucking replying to me, dude. They're so mad. If you look, like nobody else is getting a lot of replies like that. Dude, I have 700 replies. Because I'm like, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. And then another guy did it. Some guy named Royce, some other shitter. Okay? Royce White. This guy, some other shitter who is desperate to fucking get some attention. Oh, yeah, he's the dude who was running for office in Minnesota that never had a chance in hell of winning, right? And he literally, I think he played in the NBA for like 5 minutes or something, okay? He literally had a career that lasted like a week. This guy, this fucking loser, okay? But you ready? Let me just tell you guys, the WNBA are queens, okay? Because first off, those dudes are not trans women, okay? And there are stipulations for trans women. There are stipulations for trans women. Oh, that's what it was. It was 3 games. I knew, Natalie, it was like a week, right? There are stipulations for trans women in the WNBA about being on HRT for a certain amount of time, as there should be. But I think it's shitty that the MAGA people, like, they have to become, right? There are no men in women's sports. And instead of, like, you know, fucking having anything to do with the reality of trans people, they're like, no. We're going to try to put men in women's sports to show you shouldn't have men in women's sports. And it's like, there never were men in women's sports. And you're a bunch of fucking losers. And all your protests have like 5 people in them. So fuck off, Riley Gaines, and fuck off, Sophie Cunningham. Dude, in Sophie Cunningham's last game, she was on the floor for 28 minutes, guys. She scored 2 points. Dude, Sophie Cunningham is fucking, she's doing nothing now. But look at this, guys. Look at what the WNBA put out. Right? The WNBA player leadership said a message from the WNBA player leadership. This is their players union, players association. To everyone who loves this game, the WNBPA represents 200 plus individual people with different lived experiences, cultures, lifestyles, and opinions. We embrace justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion. Those are the values that unite this union and allow it to protect women's sports while creating transformational change. Hate, abuse, and demonization of any person or group of people, including transgender people, only fuel fear, division, and harm. We will continue to have hard conversations, but we will not be used as political pawns. I repeat, the WNBA Players Union said we will not be used as political pawns. Support the players, support the fans at games, notify security if you witness hateful, violent, or abusive behavior online, report abusive posts and drown out the bots and bad actors. At home, tell your elected officials to strengthen Title IX. Fuck you, boss. Right? And yeah, dude, Mercado's been going at it. No, he's had great posts. He wrote a great one about how they're making shit up, right? I saw this one earlier today. Dude, men invent a problem. This is a good one. Men invent a problem, then try to make it real. There are no men playing in the WNBA, yet Enes Kanter and now Royce White are announcing plans to enter the 2027 draft as actors in a broader anti-trans narrative that falsely portrays women's sports as being overrun by men. Kanter averaged 11.2 points and 7.8 rebounds across 748 NBA games, but never became an all-star. White played 9 total minutes across 3 NBA games and recorded 0 points, rebounds, or assists. Royce White is going to lose his campaign, so this is a political stunt. Yeah, he was never going to win. Neither man identifies as trans, nor sincerely identifies as a woman. This is a calculated dog whistle aimed at mocking trans people and manufacturing outrage. They think they're playing 4D chess, but they're literally men attempting to force themselves into women's sports so they can pretend their invented threat was real all along. And dude, it's so true, okay? It's so true. Now, I want to point out this, because I've showed you how this ugly motherfucker, Graham Linehan, likes to get in my shit. And let me just tell you guys, this website here about, they call it He Cheated. I went and scoped out this website, guys. You ready? They put these totals here. This is worldwide. Worldwide, guys. There are 8 billion people. There are 50 million school children in America alone. There are like 1 billion or 500 million school athletes worldwide. and there have been 1,000 trans girls. I know the stats are inflated, but even if they're real, that's 1,000 out of 500 million. And they're trans girls, okay? But like, dude, this is nothing, okay? There's 40,000 deaths to guns in America in one fucking year. And they're crying about this shit. About like, you know what I'm saying? There's 8 billion people on the planet and they're crying about 1,000 trans people. Fuck off. And this shit is inflated too. If you go to the website, there's broken links. There's like all kinds of like weirdness. This shit is just propaganda. This shit is just propaganda for religious zealots that have some type of like, I don't know what they have. They have some type of mental fucking illness, boss. But fuck them, dude. The WNBA is like, fuck them, dude. And their protests, fuck them. Their protests have nobody there. All their protests are fucking shit. You know what I mean? All their protests are shit. They can eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. All right. All right. I'm probably not going to go into the Hasan Laura Loomer thing because we did a whole bit on Hasan. But guys, I want to do a little Cenk watch. Okay. And then I'm going to tap out a little bit early tonight because I'm going to go get some videos done. I already have like the 7 a.m. video already done. I'm kind of ahead. And I want to get ahead on videos so I can release some while I'm in New York. But dude, we got to go do some Cenk watch, okay? All right? We got to. I've been seeing this shit. I've been seeing clips, but I want to go to the source. All right? I want to go to the source here. Dude, we got cut off. You good? You good? I'm good. Dude, we got the OBS reset. So we did get cut off. If you guys need to reset, go ahead and reset. Dude, let's go. You had to, yeah, if you have to refresh, you might have to. Like the something happened. The Matrix is trying to get me. So, dude, where is it? Where is the one about Tucker Carlson? I don't, maybe you know where the video is? It's where he's talking about, like, is this it? It's where he's talking about, like, the 10 things Tucker wants to do. What video is that? Where Cenk is, oh, there you go. Thank you. Thank you, Natalie. You're a
Let's complain
godsend.
about it, but just
oh, yeah. Oh, it is. Oh, it is the slamming the uniparty. All right, dude, a little Cenk watch. Guys, let me go to the bathroom, okay? Let me just go to the bathroom real quick. I feel like I need to drain the bladder before I get too close to that fucking North Star called Cenk Uygur, right? If I get too close to Cenk Uygur with a full bladder, I may piss on the man. So let me go. Anna isn't in this one. Dude, where is Anna? Dude, is she at Betty Ford? Is she getting off the sauce? Dude, she might be getting off the sauce. All right, I'm going to go pee. I'll be back in 1 sec, all right? I'm going to leave a song on here. All right, hang tight, BRB. Then we go Cenk watch.
into these situations again, because I might be tempted. Always get me into these situations again, because I might be tempted. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with everything. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with everything but me.
All right. Sorry, guys. I had to unexpectedly take a Trump, so we got slightly interrupted there. My bad. All right, dude. We had to take a Trump, dude. There's no bad lettuce here in Oregon. All right, Oregon Taco Bells didn't get any of the shitty lettuce. All right, dude. Yeah, Tucker. This is crazy, though, guys. This shit is so crazy because look at this shit. I mean, dude, Pastor Ben was all over this today, right? Because he was even announcing it with Cenk. Where was he? Where it's like out in the open now, like wide out in the open. I mean, we knew it was out in the open. But dude, we have to watch some of that Fetterman shit too. Dude, where the fuck is it? Oh yeah, right here. He said, so TYT is getting ready to promote Tucker Carlson for president. We've expected this since they started cucking for MAGA immediately after 2024's elections, right? And I'm like, dude, brought to you by Poly Market Studios. I think it started during the election, but it definitely after the election. But it's pretty obvious now, okay? It's pretty obvious that these guys are fucking all in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these guys are like, they're like in. They are Tucker. It is like Tucker, MTG, TYT, right? Tuck my D, MTG, TYT. Come here. You don't need teeth to eat Cenk's beef. Dude. Don't need teeth to eat Cenk's beef. Oh shit. God damn, dude, Hillary. Let's go. Let's giddy up. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's get it. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Take me there, Cenk.
Not to complain about it, but just to sort of set the predicate for the next stage in our lives as American citizens. We know that the parties are aligned on the issues that matter against the population. Now, how do we know it's against the population? Because we have public opinion polling. And it may not be precisely right, but over time, we get a pretty clear picture of people's priorities. And the big things that the US government, endorsed by both parties, are doing, which is spying on you more, moving an ever-growing share of gross domestic product to a smaller percentage of the population, invading countries, spending $1.5 trillion a year on a military they can't win a war, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All the things that they're doing, the big things.
See, here's the problem. Is every single thing this motherfucker just said he gave it to us. This guy, like, he gave it to us. He lied for him. He bolstered the election lies on Fox fucking News, on a major primetime news program for years until he got fired for lying. He knew he was lying. He still fucking helped Trump win. He knew the insurrection. He knew all of it. This guy got wealthy as fuck because of Trump, and he literally helped Trump get to everything he just complained about. And it's like, yo, Tucker, fuck you, buddy. You are never going to get out of the clearance of this wreckage. The bomb blast that is Donald Trump and MAGA, you will always be inside the fucking radius of that blast, Tucker, because you're the one who put the explosives in the ground. You're the one who fucking wired that shit up, and you're the one who fucking set it off. So if you think you're now going to be like, oh my God, look at all this crazy shit that I literally bought and paid for, that I literally lied and astroturf and enabled and helped bring about, and you think you're somehow going to distance yourself from that? Fuck you, buddy. You are never. You are going to be 99 years old in a fucking home somewhere, and we're still going to be driving by with signs that say, fuck you, Tucker. We haven't forgotten about you delivering us Trump, and then thinking you were going to somehow eke your way out after you fucked us all and then fucking get some political power and get the keys to the cult. Screw you, buddy. It's going to be a big sign, okay? It's going to be on a fucking side of a van, dude. Dude, fuck this guy, okay? This guy may as well change his name to Donald Trump too. Never in a million years, dude. Dude, I don't care if it was a choice between Tucker Carlson's party and having my nuts crushed with a ball-peen hammer. I am taking the fucking hammer, bro. There's just nothing. I would never in a million years. Him and MTG and Cenk and Anna and whoever gets on their side, they can all fuck directly off. And they can all launch themselves into 1,000 suns. Like, there's no way, dude. You will never escape that. You will never escape your responsibility, you fucking piece of shit. All right. That being said, palate cleared. Dude, yeah, Cenk. Dude, Cenk sucks too. But Cenk is fucking useless. Right? But all right, here we go. Ball peen, baby.
Population doesn't want those things.
All right, that was Tucker Carlson beginning to explain why they're considering starting a third party. He says the unit party never deliver for the needs of the average American. Well, that portion is true. Yaz, what else did he have?
Yeah, he had a lot.
Actually, I'm down with him starting a third party. Tucker, I know I said a bunch of negative shit to you and I still think you're a piece of trash, but yeah, dude, start a third party. Like, that sounds like a great idea, buddy. Do it. Do it. Full blessing. That I'm down. I give you my full blessing. That's amore. Let's go.
To say, actually, Cenk, and he did a whole monologue about it. He did call out the establishment. He said the American people need to be heard, and Tucker Carlson is the one who is going to help them be heard. But he outlined his vision for America, and he gave 10 traits that he thinks that this new country going forward should embody. So we're going to go through all 10 things that he said, and this is right now breaking, like he's still probably talking right now. So he did say—
breaking news, guys. 10 things that a Nepo baby from the Swanson family who polished Trump's knob. Oh, good knob. Thank you, Tucker. Oh, nice knob. Good knob. Good knob, yes. Oh, happy knob. Dude, the knob polisher from the Nepo family wants to give us 10 things that we all need. All right, here we go.
He has proof, absolute proof that the establishment is broken. Tell me something I didn't know. So it is failing, according to him, to respond to 2 potentially apocalyptic threats. One is nuclear war, and the other one is artificial intelligence. Let's watch.
The 2 greatest threats, arguably in all recorded history, and those would be nuclear war and AI, are looming right in front of us. And no one in our society...
Dude, he's starting with the big fears. Now, I'm not going to say that AI doesn't present some issues, but guys, I'm not living in fear of fucking nuclear war. They tried to do this shit in the 80s, guys. Seriously, this was what they pulled in the 80s. Oh, you gotta fucking obey the government. Nuclear war, nuclear war. Fuck that, bro. If there's a nuclear war, fine, whatever. Then the planet will get a respite because finally people will quit fucking it up. I refuse to be afraid of a fucking nuclear war, dude. They're trying to pull the same shit. Dude, the communists and nuclear war. Oh, yeah, we haven't heard those two before. Dude, fuck these idiots, bro. The greatest threat. No, you know what the greatest threat is? Is disingenuous Nepo babies. That's what the greatest threat is. The greatest threat to the world right now is the wealth distribution, the wealth gap. Okay, these fuckers having more money than God is the greatest threat. We should take all their fucking riches, every one of them. Bezos, Musk, Carlson, Trump. We should take all their shit. They stole it from us. We should fucking take it all back, dude. Dude, seriously. And AI we can definitely stop, but we need to take these guys' resources. They don't deserve that shit they stole from us.
In a position of authority seems capable of responding at all or even really acknowledging that this is happening. It's like they're frozen, staring at the tree as it approaches the windshield at 70 miles an hour.
Ooh.
It really does feel that way. And if you listen carefully, that is where we are.
Oh.
So we are moving toward, on this trajectory, if it holds, we are moving toward a nuclear exchange.
Oh.
Because you have two conflicts, one in the Middle East and one in the Near East, Eastern Europe, Ukraine and Iran, that are suddenly somehow merging. And what does that mean? It means a world war. And the same goes for AI.
Oh, now it's a world war. Dude, give me a break. Dude, there's no incentive for nuclear war because all the wealthy, like the oligarchs, would have nothing after that takes place. You do a nuclear war, all their fucking high lifestyles are gone. All the money's gone, the economy's gone, everything's gone, right? Yeah. I refuse to be afraid of a nuclear war, dude. Fuck these guys.
Of course, it's unknown, as with the wars in Ukraine and Iran, where AI winds up, and maybe it's just a big bubble. You know, it's the 2000 tech bubble. It's pets.com 100x, you know, maybe.
Remember, this is the same guy who told us Trump won the election, and he knew he was lying, and now he's warning about nuclear war. Oh, fuck you, Tucker.
Or maybe the predictions of the people who are developing the technology turn out to be true, which is that it's like the end.
So that was one of his concerns. And he also was calling out the Democrats for agreeing with the absolute worst policies coming from the Republicans, hence the uniparty. And one of those issues specifically was the Iran war.
The most radicalizing fact of American politics in the last, century is the confirmation that we got on or about February 28th that the parties on the big issues are identical. Trump initiates the one thing he said he'd never do, a regime change war in the Middle East against Iran, a country much bigger and more powerful than the last regime change we attempted, which didn't work. And there were no protests against it because, of course, the leaders of the other party, his supposed enemies, agreed with him completely, as they did with his budget fundamentally, certainly with the tax code that he endorsed. And that tells us what? One thing at least, that on the issues that really matter, the most obvious and historically significant expressions of the exertion of power, which would be foreign policy and the budget, tax code, the parties are aligned. They're the same, they have the same agenda.
So Tucker Carlson went on to argue that the downfall, the demise of the establishment is really only a matter of time. And what we need to be doing now is thinking about our vision for the future. Glad you're finally on board with that part, Tucker. But he did lay out 10 ideas of what he thinks America should be. But first, Cenk, I want to get your thoughts because he said a lot there. What are your thoughts on what he said so far?
So far, nothing objectionable. In fact, nothing inaccurate. look, we talked to Joe Kent yesterday on the Young Turks, and he explained that if they do this third party, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tom Massey, Tucker Carlson, and himself, they're gonna have to reach out to the left because you can't win without that if you're really going to do an independent party that serves everyone. In order to do that, they gotta, basically set aside social issues. That's what he explained to us. And you could watch that clip on our YouTube channel as well. And so I'm not overly surprised that none of this is offensive. I mean, of course, it's offensive if you're a neocon or you're an establishment figure. And so in terms of the two parties, we know where they diverge, and it's not that they don't diverge at all. They do. They diverge on social issues, right? And so on those issues, I largely don't agree with Tucker Carlson. So he's, amended some.
But as luck would have it, Cenk Uygur doesn't really care about social issues, right? Because Cenk's a fucking Republican, right? A transphobic Republican who acts like he loves trans people. And he acts like he loves gay people, and he acts like he loves women. He loves women when he's beating it in the closet, right? But mostly, he's a fucking Republican, right? Who will throw all the social issues under the bus to polish the Tucker knob. Fuck you, Cenky. Polymarket Studios. Oh, we love you. We love you, Tucky.
Of his views there and softened it up. Certainly when it comes to Muslim Americans, he's infinitely better than he used to be, and so are a lot of them, right? That are in that group. And that's terrific, and I'm glad they moved in the right direction. On the other hand, on LGBTQ issues, et cetera, we don't agree, right? But when you get to economic issues, he's largely right. There is a uniparty, and
when we get to economic issues, because Cenk's like, by economic issues, Cenk means when it comes to Cenk making money, sucking Tucker's fucking electoral appendage, right? In order to get a paycheck, right? That economic policy of like, hey, maybe I will actually still have a career if I get some economic, deal with the Tucker economic issues. Cenk 2028, we have economic issues. Oh shit, dude, Cenk 2028, an economy funded by Tucker Carlson.
And we've been talking about it forever, and we've told you a million times, and it's a line that originally I think started with Glenn Greenwald. There's rotating villains in the Democratic Party. So whenever they need a vote to pass, and they are pretending to be against war, but they need a couple of Democratic votes for war. They're pretending to hold Israel accountable, but they need a couple of Democratic votes to give Israel everything that they want. But also true of big pharma, big oil, et cetera. The Democrats will always give the Republicans just enough votes, and while pretending, oh golly gee, there was nothing we could do. And when they get into office, they talk loudly about the social issues, but never actually deliver for you on the economic issues. The Republicans don't even bother to deliver on economic issues. The only thing that they think matters is tax cuts for the rich, and that's the only thing they ever pass on the economic end. And always the Democrats have just enough votes to pass tax cuts for the rich. So the only criticism I have so far is that this is obvious. But great, I love that a big chunk of the right wing and a lot of their top advocates have now openly acknowledged that what we've been saying on the Young Turks for 20 years is exactly right. So,
dude, and Cenk is like a big chunk of the right wing have now acknowledged that TYT is just like them. Dude, Cenk's like, he's coming to realize he's still a Republican. It's happening in real time. Him realizing like, oh, all of a sudden I was a Republican. I played a fucking progressive on YouTube for a while. And then that didn't really pan out. Didn't turn out to be the revolution it was. I woke up one day and I was a Republican again. And now Tucker and MTG are like, wow, we really like you, Cenky. Oh, Cenky, come here, little buddy. Climb up on the chair. Let's get Dr. Phil over here, Cenky.
that's a good day in America.
Yeah, and I feel like I've said it before, that being a progressive means being ahead of things and ahead of the tide. And so all of this might seem a little old or stale because we've been talking about it for so long, but it is encouraging that people like Tucker Carlson is coming around to like.
Dude, how much are they paying this check? Dude, I don't know who this woman is, but how much are they fucking paying this woman? They're like, bro, they are trying to sell this so hard. Oh yeah, the progressives are like, they're really ahead. So you guys were so far ahead of everybody and now everyone's catching up. Dude, what a con job, bro. Dude, what a fucking con job. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's very attractive. She seems like very capable in front of the camera. But dude, she's selling us a used car that is filled with fucking piles of steaming human shit in the back seat. Okay? Is what she's doing. Dude, I don't know. People are really investing in those white teeth, huh?
Kind of seeing a little bit of what we've been talking about.
I'm a little jealous.
I did promise you his 10 points. So here they are. Number one, America should be fair to everyone because God created everyone equal. And when he talks about fairness, he means both in terms of the American justice system and the American economy.
Dude, America should be fair to everyone. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you, Tucker.
Number two, he said Americans should be a sovereign nation, not obedient to other nations. That is specifically what he's talking about. And he said that at the moment we are obviously obedient to Israel. Number three, America should be productive, meaning that it should make things that uplift people's spirits and make them happy. And I think that's a very good point. We don't really make things here anymore, and it is depressing us.
Dude, we make guns. That's all America does. America makes guns.
Because we don't have any sense of purpose here. Number four, America should be aesthetically beautiful because, as he put it, being surrounded by beautiful things is good for your soul. And I 100% agree with that. Like, look at where I am, right?
Dude, by the way, she's in an ugly fucking room, bro. Look at this room, dude. It's like grandma's house. There's a fucking violin on the wall and shit, dude. Dude, this is the ugliest fucking room, bro. Give me a fucking break, dude. What are we doing here? Dude, this looks like grandma's house. Dude, Jesus.
Five, America should be physically and spiritually healthy. And he pointed to our lack of food regulations and the abundance of SSRIs as signs that we are currently, as a people, very unhealthy. And
Dude, America, you know what America should be? It should have all the fucking Christians deported to an island somewhere, like way, way, way out in the ocean, with no fucking rowboats, boss. That's what would really help America, right? That would help America like crazy. Let's deport the Christians, take the money away from the capitalists, fucking put the Nepo babies in work camps, okay? Right? And fucking, the rest of us will just make art and have sex, all right? That's an America I could get behind, boss.
I think a lot of people would agree with that as well. He said America should be honest and the American government should be honest to its citizens specifically. Also, Tucker said that the government should not be hiding the details of important events like 9/11 and the Kennedy assassination from the people.
Hey guys, I would like to pause. Did you hear this one, guys? Tucker Carlson, the guy who lied about the 2020 election on his national primetime news show on the Fox Entertainment Corporation channel. He lied for Trump. He knew he was lying. He did it anyway for years in order to get Trump elected. And now he's telling us all that America needs to be honest, guys. Dude, ain't that a hoot, right? And dude, he did leave the Epstein files out, but ain't that a hoot, guys? The biggest liar of the last decade, second only to Donald Trump, wants to tell us now that, oh, shucks, America, you need to have pretty things in your mouth, and you need to stop lying like I did. Don't do what I do what I tell you to do, America, and have a Swanson dinner and stick a Bible right up that ass. Yeah, there you go.
Number 7, he said that America should be optimistic, as in it should invest in its children and their future, and maybe consider not cutting off education funding. Number 8, America should be wise, by which he meant our education should prioritize and teach fundamental spiritual values over professional training that
Ew. Yeah, he wants a biblical nation. Fuck you, Tucker.
later becomes irrelevant, like coding. Okay, maybe. Number 9, he said America should be decent and caring. He said that the United States should not be aiding and abetting a country that is committed.
Dude, the guy who's been doing the replacement theory and racist shit on TV for years and literally gotten people killed, anti-trans shit for years, right? This guy said America should be kind and caring. Dude, by the way, guys, while watching this, I did tweet a little something to Tucker, just saying, yo, Tucker, fuck you, boss, right? I'm going to lean into Tucker, okay? Tucker is definitely getting a piece of the old mind, dude. Dude, give me a break, bro.
Committing a genocide. What a hot take that is. Nor should we be doing war crimes in Iran. He said that the United States should not be aiding and abetting a country that is committing a genocide.
Dude, now he's fucking saying
hot take
this.
that is. Nor should we be doing war crimes in Iran. Tucker, he called out our rigged economic system again in this segment. And number 10, finally, he said that America should be united around a shared identity. And he also said that to that end, mass migration into the United States should be stopped. So
yeah, let's have a shared identity of fuck you, Tucker. That is the shared identity. Fuck you, Tucker. Right? Fuck you, boss. Yeah. Like you see, America's got a rigged economy, and Tucker's got like cash registers that are overflowing him. Dude, there's no way, dude. Dude, this guy, we're going to sink this fucking turd. We're gonna flush this turd before it smears on the side of the bowl, guys. All right, we are. We're flushing the turd. I guarantee it.
So that's a fun note.
I do want to see Cenk though. I want to see Cenk Uygur, because Cenk is gonna need like a wipe up towel after this. Cenk is about to cream, guys. What do you think Cenk is gonna look like? He just got a free, gizmo, dude. You watch. Here it comes.
To end on. That's quite a list, Cenk. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, well, so I agree with almost all of it. And obviously he's trying not to be divisive. And that's great, that's wonderful. We love things that are inclusive, right? So let me lay out a couple things I like.
Sure you do.
Couple of times.
They love things that are inclusive as long as it doesn't include leftists, right? You can be inclusive of Charlie Kirk, but you can't be inclusive of a birthing person. You can be inclusive of Donald Trump and MTG and Tucker, but you can't be inclusive of Emma or Francesca or Sam Cedar or, right? You right? I mean, come on, Cenk Uygur. Dude.
Small objections. I think they're small, but we'll see. Maybe not on immigration. Depends on devils in the details on that one. Okay, so number 1, be fair to everyone, because God created everyone equal. So I'm not a religious person, so I don't need God to validate that. But I love that he's saying, as a right winger, be fair to everyone. Do not discriminate.
And surely, as a right winger, he means it, right? Because the right wingers have always been like, be fair to everyone. That's our motto, right? That's just how the Christian right wingers work. Be fair to everyone, right? Come on.
Guys, isn't that what we wanted for the right wing to say and mean, don't discriminate?
And mean.
That's great. Okay, so I take yes for an answer. Then go down to number 5. He's calling out how we're physically unhealthy. And by the way, part of the reason for that is things like high fructose corn syrup that we've been railing against, again, for 10, 20 years here. So it's not just the AIPAC as an Israeli lobby. There's like lobbies like Big Sugar, Big Corn, and our politicians work for them. And so we should have high fructose corn syrup in any of our stuff. It's adding a massive amount of weight to Americans. That's why we're more obese than others. There's other factors like that too, but we can't do the simplest regulations because
we don't have Tucker and MTG guiding the ship,
lobbyists
guys.
come in and purchase all of our politicians, and their profits matter so much more than our health. So I totally agree with that.
Dude.
So among the things that, you certainly people could disagree with is when he talks about, we should find out the truth about what happened on 9/11, the JFK assassination. So some people,
anyone going to mention the Epstein
not really
files?
on the left, but overall, go whoa, no, we know the truth. The official government story is definitely right, and anyone who ever questions the official government story is nuts, right? And to be fair, I was closer to that category before, of what I just kind of caricatured there. Now I'm in the category of, why are there redacted parts of the 9/11 report? Why did we take all the bin Ladens out of the country immediately? Why did we arrest dozens of Israeli spies and then immediately let them go? And I don't know the answers to those questions.
Oh, Jesus. All right, dude, so Mini Mamdani, drop 2. I gotta hit him up. I miss your last one too, Mini Mamdani, where you said Neera trash bin and 𝗦𝗂𝗽𝗓 will be traded to Mexico in our immigrant trade program, MAGA for Mexicans. Let's go. Dude, thank you, Mini Mamdani. And then Mini Mamdani just hit again with 10 reasons, but Tucker can flog his dolphin DSA all the way. Go ahead, Tucker, and split the Republican votes. Yes, we are down with that. Dude, what the fuck, dude? Dude, look, this is hard to watch, honestly. It is like so phony, bro. It is so phony. Dude. All right, there we go.
But it's weird that our government isn't sharing it. The JFK assassination, the official government story was
Dude, no mention of the Epstein files, though.
a joke, an utter joke. So what actually happened to JFK, I have no idea. Wouldn't it be amazing if we found out? So I don't find that part objectionable at all, but I'm pointing it out just in case somebody does. And then in terms of our education, he says teach spiritual values over professional training. Look, I'm secular, so I believe in professional training. Yeah, sometimes markets move.
Dude, he's secular until he says like, "Oh, I'm a Muslim," right? And he says to Francesca, "They're coming after me first. I am the most ostracized group in the world." And then he's like, "I don't believe in God. Now I'm a Muslim. Now I don't believe in God. Now I'm a Muslim."
And industries move, and then the coding isn't as relevant as it used to be. But then that's
Dude,
what
Cenk is
values. But
boring.
if you say to me, teach kids to teach religious values, I think. And look, if you say to me, teach religious values, I don't agree, or whether that's teaching Muslim or Jewish or Christian values. But if you say to me, teach kids to do the right things and be moral and good, be good to one another, I love it. Right?
Teach kids how to take Poly Market money and how to take Hillary Clinton money and how to take JD Vance money and how to run for office but not actually campaign so you lose, and how to pretend you're something you're not for 20 years and then switch teams with the super racist bigot freaks, right? Teach kids about that stuff, right? I mean, I'm down, right? Come on. Hey, kids, welcome to your new Poly Market bedroom. Let's go. Let's go. Don't mind that little camera there that's watching you in the washroom. Just forget about that. Pretend it's not even there. You're totally not being streamed live on the internet.
Right? And then so the only real thing that I could find objectionable at all is this shot against mass migration. But yes, it definitely depends on what he means, right? So if you say mass deportations, I say, oh no, I'm out. I don't want that. That's crazy, right? Now I don't think he means what ICE did, and I think that
dude, what does ending mass migration mean, dude? What the fuck, bro? Dude, what in the hell is going on? Did you see that shit right there? Where he's like, oh yeah, end to mass migration. But he doesn't mean mass deportations. He just means like, a couple people aren't gonna fucking, right? We're not gonna let a couple people in. Yeah, what is even mass migration? Right? What is that? What is mass migration? Has the population of the US doubled in the last 10 years? I don't think so. I don't think it's even gone up appreciably.
He objected to some of what ICE did and some of the others, but I don't know. I don't know those details. And if he means close the border, but have an asylum process that's safe, if he means a pathway to citizenship, well, yeah.
Dude, he does not want a pathway to citizenship.
Then I agree with that, but I don't know what he means on that. So, but we're not looking for, oh my God, get every immigrant in here. There shouldn't be any borders. No, I'm not in that crowd, right? But I'm also not in the crowd of beating up on immigrants just because they're immigrants.
Yeah, and I think a lot of Americans are in that exact same crowd. And yeah, Tucker, he did specify mass migration needs to stop. So we don't have the details on exactly what he meant when he said that, but it's I think a reasonable immigration policy is something that a lot of people can get behind. Even
dude, these people are fucking degenerates. We're gonna skip ahead.
And globalization is a very capitalistic idea. And I remember learning about globalization in college, and it was just sold to us as like, this is a good thing because look, now we can have
globalization is a good thing.
Multinational corporations, and we can sell things over here, and we can source things from here, and we can have laborers over here. And it was a good thing because all of that contributes to economies of scale, and we can lower prices. But the sacrifice there is that now, if I'm traveling to Scotland, I don't need to buy anything because I can just wait till I go home and then buy it off of Amazon instead. So culture.
Dude, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Dude, globalization is good in one really important way, guys. You know what it is? It's about eradicating suffering. Okay? It's about eradicating suffering. That's really what we should be doing with globalization, is eradicating suffering. It's the idea that there are enough resources in the world and there's enough humanity in the world that we don't need to be allowing suffering to fucking exist on large scale, because all the people everywhere are like, we're all suffering from the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It sucks for poor countries. Yeah, but see, that's just it. Like I think like if there's a way to buttress poor countries instead of looting them, right? Because the way globalization, I feel like we haven't done globalization correctly, because what we've done with globalization is when we try it, it's just sort of like oligarchs and billionaires and multinational companies control everything and can sell their shit everywhere, and everyone gets equally exploited, instead of like the globalization of like, tending to the climate, tending to the sick, eradicating suffering, like stopping like, funding of wars, right? Stopping making weapons, I mean, feeding the hungry. I mean, there are, it's like, it would have to be like not exploitational, right? Not a globalization based on exploitation and command of the global economy. You know what I mean? Like, that's just it. I don't think you can do it under capitalism. Okay, because I think global capitalism is just going to be like, that would be like big multinational fucking companies that are just exploiting everyone, extracting all the resources, abusing all the areas that don't have enough money to fend them off, right? Dude, free beans? Dude, yeah, we need some fucking, we need some socialism, you know?
In that sense, I get where he's coming from. I get what he's trying to do. I don't know how he's going to fix it, though.
Yeah. So first of all, if you say, hey, you know,
I don't know how he's going to fix it. He's not going to fix it there, ୟାସmin. Sorry, champ. Right? Tucker's not fixing anything. All right.
It's a little benign and vanilla. First of all, great, right? So what we were worried about with the right wing was that they would go not in the vanilla direction, but in a disastrous direction. And now some of their top leaders are saying, no, let's be fair to everyone. Let's not discriminate. That great. This is what we were waiting for, right? So, and how much is it affecting people? Well, they have millions and millions of viewers, right? Between Tucker and the rest of them. And in the polling, you can begin to tell about a third of the Trump voters are now disaffected and beginning to go in Tucker's direction rather than Trump's direction. That's also good news.
Now, I do though, I fully support Tucker starting a third party though and gutting the GOP. Absolutely.
Look, in terms of a shared identity, it's a mixed bag because I don't want people to lose their roots, but I do want a common American identity, and we can have both. We can have the pizza from the Italians, we can have the pastrami from our Jewish friends, we could have kebabs from the Turks, etc. And
dude, kebabs. The fuck, dude! Look at him, dude. He looks like he's chewing the cud.
We'll all be Americans, and that be part of our shared American identity. And I think that would be a beautiful thing. And so, I think the main question that the left wing has is, do they mean it? And so, like I think it, to me, for the moment being, it doesn't matter if they mean it because they're saying all the wonderful right things in those contexts to their audience, and their audience believes them, and that's fantastic. Now, if they wind up winning power, right, as through a third party, that's a different equation. And so at that point, a lot of the left believe that they're got a surprise plan for us, and they're gonna pop out of a cake and say, surprise, we're white nationalists and we hate you all, we were lying. And
dude, give me a break. We listened to his 10 fucking things. Yo, Cenk, here's the deal, buddy. We all know that you have the political acumen of like a Yorkshire Terrier, okay? We know your predictions are always wrong. You thought Trump was gonna quit in the middle of his first term. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You thought you were gonna win an election, you got 6%. Here's the deal, buddy. Listen to what Tucker said, okay? He talked about fucking religious instruction for kids, raising kids with religious principles. He talked about ending mass migration, right? He literally just delivered you a white nationalist platform in some bullshit. Even in his fairness, let's all be fair to one another because God, right? Give me a fucking break, dude. Cenk, shut the fuck up. Okay, shut the fuck up. You need to quit politics, bro. Seriously, you are an embarrassment now. It's like watching you it is like watching David Pakman try and fucking find his way out of his closet, dude. It is just embarrassing. APAC, who? Pac what? APAC man? Oh, the video game? Dude, you are just fucking pathetic, bro. Pathetic. It is white nationalist. Ending mass migration. That's replacement theory, white nationalist bullshit. Teaching kids religion. That is Christian nationalist bullshit. You know what we should have? No religious exposure to children until they're 16. They need to be an age of consent before you can expose them to that toxic shit. So you can't brainwash your fucking kid, right? You have to wait until they're 16, and then they can sign a consent form to be exposed to your religious bullshit, okay? This whole thing that, oh, be fair because of God. Fuck that. There is no God. You can't prove to me there's a God. You can choose to believe there is one, and I welcome that. Go ahead and believe there's some kind of God and live in your little thing. But your belief that there's a God doesn't govern me. There is no God. God did not create me. He did not give me my rights. He does not tell me what to do. And whatever you think your God's morality is doesn't fucking mean shit to me. I don't need to listen to it. I'm not going to feel the shame. I'm not going to be degraded or debased or even looked down upon from you fucking people living in a goddamn fantasy land. You're welcome to your fantasy land. Go to your church. We're going to tax it, but go to your church. Do your thing. Pray, love it, live it, all that shit. But get that shit out of my face. I am not governed by your fake religion, okay? All of this shit is white nationalist bullshit, Cenk. How much are they paying you? Dude, secular nation, yes. No religious people in government. That would be amazing. Get the Abrahamic religions out of government. No government. No praying in government buildings. No fucking mentioning God in any government speeches. No mentioning God in any government fucking circulars or campaign shit. No, if you want to go into the public sector, it has to be grounded in provable reality. If you bring God down to the lectern and he fucking lays hands and shit, all right, then he's in. But if you can't bring God to the State of the Union, then you need to shut the fuck up about him in government. Okay? Yeah, the faith office. Give me a fucking break, dude. Dude, yeah. No, Cenk is a Trojan. He is. He's trying to move the Overton window, right? He is trying to grab disaffected leftists who, right, or disaffected centrists, anybody who's like, ooh, the left are too extreme. Ooh, I don't like the establishment. Ooh, where do I go? And Cenk's like, come here, kitty. Let's go over to Tucker. Let's go over to the guy who lied and got Trump in office, but now he's paying me money to just come on over, I promise. It's not going to be white nationalists. And if it is, like, I mean, that's your problem, not mine, because I'm getting paid and I'm going to be immune to this shit. Dude, age of consent, yes. The religious age of consent should be a national law. I'd like to see a couple of things, guys. One, hitting your kids. Physical violence used against kids, whether it's spanking, hitting, slapping, illegal. If you hit your kids, you're fucking being charged with assault. Number one, no more physical violence towards children, ever, period. Parents hit their kids, parents face an assault charge. That's number one. Number two, no religion until they've achieved a level and age of consent. I think 16 sounds good. Age of driving. That's it. Okay? Those two things, national health care, fully funded education, raise the minimum wage, we'd be at a great start. But man, no hitting kids, age of consent for religion, and there would be so much more peace in the world, guys. Okay? America's got a violence problem because we have a hitting their kids problem. And America's got a violence problem because we fucking, because religion condones violence. Those two things, like people being brainwashed by religion at a young age and then being hit by their parents, are part of the reason why America has a significant violence issue. Okay? Dude, let's go. Dude, Jay Blazin's fucking hanging it out there. Dude, let's go. All right, dude, I'm done with this fool. It's time for a dance party, guys. You ready? You ready? I'm ready to dance, and I'm going to go make some videos. I'm going to go cook some salmon, and then I'm going to go make some videos. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's get it. Let's get her done, baby. Oh, shit. It's time for a little deja vu. If you're new, we do a dance party. And Lydia, I do want to address what you said, because the guns are a problem. Don't get me wrong. Guns obviously do kill people and they're dangerous and guns lead to killings. But what I am talking is an underlying acceptance that a certain amount of violence is acceptable in the world. And that like even the gun violence doesn't appear like, oh, this horrible, horrible thing. Let's get more guns, because we have an underlying problem with violence being pounded into children. Violence is used as a tool of love and direction giving, and it's done on emotionally unsound brains, forming brains. So those brains get dysregulated to like accept violence as a part of their wiring. And then they go out into a world of violence, of like, you know, fighting and wife beating and shootings and imperialism and genocide and kidnapping world leaders and threatening your allies and women getting beat and women getting raped. And they're just like, oh, well, I guess this is the way the world is, because their brains are wired to think violence is just part of the cycle, right? When in fact, it's like violence is just never acceptable, and especially not directed towards kids. Okay, it's bad for their brains. It's bad for children's brains, right? It is. It's bad. There's a 50-year study, okay? University of Texas, Google it, okay? Do you see those statues back there? I have a couple awards on that shelf back there. I worked with the U.S. Alliance to End the Hitting of Children. It's a big foundation down in San Francisco. Before I got into gaming, I did a lot of work for them. I was like a filmmaker, a video maker for congressional shit for Alcee Hastings in Florida during the time when they were trying to get a national law against corporal punishment in schools. I did a lot of work with that shit. It is a big deal. It's a lot of like, it's crazy. The one stat I want to drop on you is what's wild is not everybody who gets hit turns out to be violent, right? It's not like that. A lot of people internalize it. They just grow up to be parents that think they deserve it and they go on to hit their kids. But if you go into the penitentiary, you go into the juvenile detention centers, you go into the places where people have committed violent crimes or even like robberies, assaults, like vandalism offenses, 99.9% of the people in those jails were hit. It is like not everybody who gets hit commits crimes, but everybody who commits crimes was hit. That's where it's fucking crazy. Is like it's like the stats are like astonishing. You know, there literally just aren't kids that are not hit or disciplined physically that go out and commit violent crimes. It's like, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy shit. And that's why Europe, they're already fucking making that shit illegal. Okay? It's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can vouch, Holly. I feel you. And even the smallest spankings are emotionally dysregulated. Again, like fucking go check out that University of Texas 50-year study on spanking. They followed people for 50 years, guys. It's like revolutionary data. There have been like behavioral scientists that have been working on this for a long fucking time, guys. Like about what it does to our brains, okay? And it's really close to my heart because I grew up in a very abusive household. And what's interesting with me is I got less of the physical violence. Mostly I just fucking watched it, which is almost as harmful as experiencing it. The PTSD of watching the physical violence, it's just really bad. And it's bad for the people doing it. The people hitting kids are like suffering. It is just cycles of suffering and emotional dysregulation played over in loops. But anyway, we'll talk about that more other times. I love you guys. Now we're going to fucking dance. All right? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, shit, baby. Oh, shit. My dancing? I am. Yeah, get your dance on. We go out every night for a dance to a fucking a song by a Swedish artist, Stefan Karlin. All right? It's a little, I mean, we can't use copywritten music because YouTube is pretty feisty about that shit. But you ready? We fucking get down, dude. I personally, I've loved to dance. I'm sober now 19 years, but I was a cocaine addict who used to love to fucking dance. Okay? And I love to dance before I was a cocaine addict. I liked to dance when I was a little kid. I've always found that moving yourself to music and just vibing with it without self-consciousness is like, it's just good for the soul, baby. It's good. It's good. It's like, it's good for joy, man. For joy. And just fucking vibing with the energy of the universe. All right, you ready? Let's go, baby. We're getting into it. Here we go. Come on. Oh.
Got a lot of choices. I got a lot of ways that I can go. I hear a lot of voices. They have a lot to say, but I've known. Been here before. Yeah, I do recognize the title. There's marble floor, and I don't need my eyes to see what lies behind that wooden door. A little deja vu, I'm gonna get it right. A little time with you, and I can see it like things will turn out okay. Everything lately, I'm feeling so familiar. Coming on greatly, it's feeling like a million. I've been here before, yeah, I do recognize the title. This marble floor, and I don't need my eyes to see what lies behind that wooden door. A little deja vu, I'm gonna get it right. A little time with you, and I can see it like. A little deja vu, I'm gonna get it right. A little time with you, and I can see it like things will turn out okay. I'm coming up slowly. This feeling that I have now, almost a bit holy. An notion that I will make it out somehow. A little deja vu, I'm gonna get it right. A little time with you, and I can see it like. A little deja vu, I'm gonna get it right. A little time with you, and I can see it like things will turn out alright this time. I know.
Oh, shit, boss. Oh. Dude, you get the heartbeat. heart rate going up. Do you need anything like I need you? Come on. You know I do. A denial. These are not my words, are mine. Most of the time, wet my face with reality and permit me to breathe before I do it again. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, all right? Be good. We got a long way to go, but there's a lot to be excited about right now. Anything like I need you. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Big love, and in the meantime, take good care, be good to each other, and stay radiant. Good night.
I just want to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't want to hang around. I'd rather be found. It gets better. I wonder my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down. I'd rather be found. It gets better.